Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back. Welcome back, welcome back. It looks like my camera's frozen. Oh no, I'm stuck in a frozen void. What a shot of me too. Okay, hold on a second here. Hold on a second here. Get my face back. Uh-oh. Well, let me make sure my sound's working. Hello, me. Hey, right back at you, buddy. Hey, what's going on here, camera? What is going on with you, camera? Let's see. There we are. Hello. Oh, man. All right. All right. There I am. I'm back. I'm back. Hello, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to some more Japan of Green Gables here in Victoria 3. What do we got going on? Hey, Mauricio, what's up, my friend? More ham struggles and so more fun. That's right. That's right. The struggles are real. Oh yeah, that's right. I said that. I even kind of forgot that's what my shirt says here. The struggle is real. Quote Baby Yoda. Hey, Ludic, hello, hello. How are you? Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Hey, J-Makers, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. All right. What are we doing here? We had a pretty good opening session this morning. We got some oil going. We got some oil going. So we got a lot of oil in the country. So we're trying to get that traded out. Let's take a look at the trade centers. You know, we really do need much more in trade centers. The merchant marines, still expensive. Did we utilize the production method? Certainly hope we did. Ooh. Yes, let's do that. We need to use more steel, so it'll build more steel. Yes, so we're using the industrial ports. So we do need more. Who would have thought there'd be a point in the game where you would say, man, I really need more merchant marines? Yet here we are. So let's do it here, because we still got tons of people. So let's build more ports. Build like 5 more of them. We're doing a whole bunch of explosives because we need it. And it will make some of our buildings a little bit more profitable, because we need this company, we really need this company to get to 100 prosperity so that we can start working on getting a prestige steel. We already got a prestige paper going. What am I looking at here? So we're number 4 in the world, so we need to be producing more. Hey, Bizman, what's up, my friend? How you doing? I personally like that ham struggles. It makes the stream more easily identifiable to regular players. Also, hey, Ham. Hey, my friend. That's right. I mean, there should be some struggle to it. You don't want to watch somebody just hit home runs out of the park all day, right? You want to see them struggle for it. I suppose, though, you want to see them struggle and then get the home run, as opposed to struggle and strike out. So there is that pressure, but we'll be okay. We'll be okay. Construction goods are looking okay. Finally. Oh yes, and we are building up a fleet. We need a transport fleet. Oh, and you know, I keep forgetting. As we build these ships, I need to be building the naval administrations. We are probably going to need like 10 of these. I think we're going to need about 10 of them, which means we really got to put these at the top of the queue so that we can... Ooh, maybe Kyushu is not the place. What's happening here? Yeah, let's not do it here, because it seems like... Do Hokkaido. What about, yeah, let's do Kanto. We should be pretty good there. No, what is happening? That should only be 5. We've got a ton of turmoil. I forget why. Oh, it's all from Radical Pops. I guess it's finally starting to catch up to us here. Yeah, maybe that would be it. It's so weird to have 121 million GDP in 1891 and that be the number 2 in the world. Yeah. Yeah, GDP is a tough one to come by now. I keep trying to remind myself that because when I'm doing my offline runs, I'm looking at my GDP. Even right now, I'm looking at my GDP thinking like, damn, what happened here? But yeah, it is a little bit harder in the game now. All right, so we're going to build up these naval admins. Let's take a look here. What's the biggest factor? It's probably standard of living. Yeah. Yeah, people were below standard of living for a long time. So basically, we need more urban buildings because we have tons of unemployment. It's a bunch of, well, here it's a lot of peasants. Oh, you know what? I think finally a lot of our unemployed labor is just turned into peasants. We need to be building more urban buildings here. So we really do need to expand construction, which we did do quite a bit, but it's time we did more. Let's unpause. We can go. Yeah, I'm relentlessly ignoring consumer goods. I know. I was thinking about that last episode, too. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. I gotta do this, right? I don't know why I pushed this off so much. We'll get these naval admins. We need the ports. We need the explosives, because I really do need to make these, a lot of these mines and everything be a little bit more profitable. And then, yeah, I think we do. I finally just need to focus on consumer goods. I guess I'm always like, the private sector will take care of that. I mean, honestly, what I really would hope is that the private sector is building them. Oh, look at this. I don't know why they wouldn't be. Fabric is cheap. What about dyes? Dyes are super cheap. They should be building them. Oh, tools and silk. That would... No, tools we got a lot of. I guess silk. But they could build ones that don't have it. What do we got going on here? Starving peasants in rags, yeah. Yeah, that tends to make people radical, unfortunately. Ooh. The number 4 military against the number 7 military. But they got Great Britain on their side here. Nobody wants us involved in it. You know what? Fine. We don't want to get involved in your world war anyway. I think I know why. When you have no relations with the region, you get -50 trade advantage. Yeah. For exports. Oh, hey! Reverse Hamcuts gifted 10 jewels. Hello, Reverse Hamcuts. Gifted 10 jewels. What, cool. I don't know what that means. That sounds awesome. Where are you, my friend? What exactly did you do there? That has literally never popped up on my stream before. I don't quite know. But that's cool. -50 trade advantage for exports according to the code, yeah. gifted MVP 250 joules. Wow. Thank you, my friend. What exactly is that? What platform is that on? Is that a YouTube thing? Oh, it's a new YouTube resource. Well, thank you. Awesome. What does it do exactly? So regions you're too isolated from don't buy anything from you. Yeah, I know. We need to start. I've been holding off on building up the Navy because I'm starting to realize I don't think if you have a Navy at game start, then accommodate it. But I don't think it's worth building up the Navy until you get to Ironclad. Because you're just going to have to sell all those ships anyway. I think getting yourself maybe like 10 ships, getting yourself a small fleet just so you can get some involvement going is fine. But I think until you get to Ironclad, it's not worth really building up a Navy. So we're starting to really build up a Navy now. Oh, hey, Hammy in the cuts. Hello, hello. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Ah, steel railway cars. Okay. Tanker cars in the oil rigs. All right. But at least half of your starving peasants can read. Yeah, I know. I feel like this run is a lot of glass half full, glasses half empty kind of thing. A lot is going well, and a lot is very much not. How is the impossible mission of accepting the Ainu going? Ah, it's moving. It's moving. Oh, and hey, Echo710, hello, just joining. You got a strategy in mind. Well, so we're going for a couple achievements. We're going for Thing Japan. We need to get one more company going. We need to get 3 prestige goods. We have 1. We're working on the 2nd, and then we just need to get a 3rd company going. We're trying to get hey, more jewels. Okay, hello. Thank you, Reverse Ham Cuts. And then we need to get the Ainu for another achievement. We need to get the Ainu accepted. Now, you know, Reverse Ham Cuts, you can tell me about this. I thought we needed to get them to 60. I think one of the hotfixes that was just released changed it to 55. So now we just need to get them to 55. Did you get improved fertilizer through tech spread? It vanished from your queue. Yeah, we did. And we're utilizing some of it. Right now, what are we working on right now? The rotary valve engine. And then we're going electrical generation. So once we get rotary valve engine, we can do this. The recent expansion of the oil rigs in Hokusenetsu has boosted confidence in the Empire of Japan's future as an oil producer. Excellent. That's true. Looks like they made it easier. Yeah, they made it easier, though. Yeah, that was a weird looking thing that just happened. We're moving along. We're up to 30 now, but it's just going so slow. Now, I guess we don't necessarily need to get this to 50% now because this level 3 starts... Wait. Oh. No. Oh, level 3 is between 40 and 59. Did I have all of that mixed up? I did. Yeah, so we need the vast majority to be in there. This is going to be a long-term one. Sukanori Nogi's arguments have been publicly defeated, forcing him to turn his gaze to more advantageous things. A faction in the Hyman have thrown their weight behind the free trade law. Yeah, I forgot. We ended last episode doing free trade. Good. Doing great. My Columbia run took off like a rocket last night. Nice! Dropped a detailed breakdown on the Hamcord screenshots channel, but I'll drop a TLDR here when I can. Nice. Yeah, I need to... I'm very behind on some Hamcord stuff. I feel bad. But I will get there. We're doing some good trades with Great Qing. Eventually we got to betray them, though. And oh, wait, I forgot. We don't have to betray them. This is part of the U.S. now. And yeah, they got... See, so here's the thing. They got tons of soldiers. But the most of one of their fleets can transport... Oh my god, I'm getting real bad with tooltips lately. The most one of them can transport is 41. So it would really take them quite a bit to transport their forces over here. That being said, we need more. To this day, I don't understand how I reached that event. I think I did it quickly, taking advantage of those acceptance bonuses for all the Ainu options. Yeah. The Japanese cousin Hamkatsu is missing. It is a redneck cousin Hamkatsu. That's me. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm not sure what else we can do to really get them more accepted. Because they share nothing with us. Trait group is North Asian. Language trait group is Ionic. Japanese is East Asian. Languages, yeah, nothing. Like, we share nothing. So the culture itself is like sharing nothing. And so the most they're getting is the 30 from the homeland thing. Now the ones... How many of them are Shinto? Yeah, see, even if we switch to Shinto... See, I think our best bet is still to just try and get them... See, now, look at this, though. Even with state religion... They're at 50. We kind of have to go to state religion. Yeah. Okay. We have to move to state religion if we're going to really get them to 55. We need to continue to convert. We're going to go state religion. And then probably religious schools to really bump up the conversion. I think that's what we're going to do. So after we get free trade, we're going to do that. Now, maybe we see an opportunity in these guys. Yeah, so their second trait gives us 50% conversion. And we don't get anything from there. Problem is... Well, this is going to time out anyway. I don't think this will be helpful. Unless maybe we went state atheism. That'll give us 25% conversion. We could try to go state... No, state atheism won't help us. Because we'll only get plus 15 from the state religion. And not 25. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. We're going to go state religion and then religious schools after this. Let's see. I just tried playing as Qing last night, and all the units were infantry. I wouldn't be too scared of the big number on their page. Oh yeah, I know. They don't modernize too much. Yeah, it always lists them as number 1, but like, let's see what they're at. No, I'm not afraid of their military. I'm afraid of losing my economic deals with them. You know, like modern day China. Oh, come on. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't with this. Locked. Oh my god, just give me a damn army. Yeah, like they're still at irregular infantry. Actually, the thing, the reason why I couldn't really attack Qing right now anyway is I don't really have a large enough navy to transport my troops even across the way into Korea here. So we need to keep building up this transport fleet. Oil companies operating in Hokusenetsu have requested government assistance in funding a pipeline, promising that its construction will be accompanied by other infrastructure improvements. I wouldn't mind getting the Zaibatsu a little bit happier. Yeah, this will get us to 20% production research speed. We could use that right now. Yeah, let's do that. We gotta add more to the tech queue in a moment. I fear the AI is gonna suck even more now because they're gonna need 10% of their army overseas. Never bother to improve their infrastructure to send more. Yeah. Well, they're working on the AI, so we're supposed to get a big AI update at some point. Does converting them work? It does. It does. We have been moving the needle here. And really the only thing that's moving the needle is the Ainu who are converting to Mahayanaism. So that's really it. Did you abolish colonies for the acceptance? Oh, no, I didn't though, because we really need our colony down here. Oh, Great Britain, what are you doing? This is going to be our sole source of rubber. And I really do want to get Mitsubishi doing, I just kind of assumed we could get automobiles with Mitsubishi. Maybe not. Well, I want to be able to do automobiles. We're going to need rubber. I was hoping that we would get a large enough colony down here for rubber, so we kind of need that. But you're right, I guess at a certain point we could just switch to no colonial affairs and get that extra 10. That would do it for us. That would do it for us. Well, this thing isn't timed, so if we really, at a certain point, this colony is going to be locked in, and then we'll just switch that law. Yes, the Ainu are best handled with state religion and cultural cultural exclusion? See, right now they're getting plus 30 for living in their homeland. Pretty much all of our Ainu people are here, which is their homeland. If we switch to cultural exclusion, they lose that. And so what they would get, acceptance for no shared heritage traits, they get 10. Acceptance for no shared language traits, they would get 10. So they would only get plus 20 from cultural exclusion. So they would actually lose 10 acceptance if we switched it off of subjecthood. Which actually helps too. We don't want them to assimilate. I suppose. Yeah. I need people to say Ainu and switch their religion. Election season has begun in the Empire of Japan, and with it, the strategizing of the government's fixers. If we wish, we may wield the power of the state to ensure a favorable result. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do anything for this, because we still need to get our electoral confidence up. What do we have here? I'd like the Constitutional Party. Oh, well, they have a lot of momentum. Yeah, let's let that fall where it may. The aged Yoshikuni Date, leader of the Kazoku, has unexpectedly expired mid-campaign, robbing the Constitutional Government Association of a cornerstone politician. The question of his replacement is now on everybody's lips. Who's this guy? They're traditionalist. Yeah, I don't want to give them momentum. So who did they get? They got an authoritarian. Wonderful. By the way, beard is looking good. Oh, thank you. It's going to itch during the summer. It's already itching. I was talking about it on the earlier session. I need to trim it. I'm not shaving it off, but I got to trim it. I'm working on Civil War general length, so trust me on this. Yeah. Yeah, no, especially my upper lip. It's itching. I need to trim this. It's getting to be too much for me. But thank you. Oh, hey! Darth Seki. Hello. Sorry I'm late. I'm a little behind on chat here. Hi, I joined. Could you quickly explain if and for what you use your Navy in the new update? There's quite a lot you use. I think, for me, the biggest day-to-day use are setting strategic interests. You move your Navy to certain regions. So here, like, I'm using our Navy here to up our interest in Southern Europe. The higher your interest, the more trade advantage you'll get. So at level 2 engage, we can get up to +10 trade advantage for imports and exports. If we were at level 3, let me find a level 3. Damn, do we not have level 3 anywhere? Okay, well, you can see at level 4, you get up to +50. So it increases your trade advantage, so you can really pinpoint where you're trading and everything. You move your Navy into a region. The Navy will increase your target involvement. Increasing your target involvement allows you to do different types of treaty articles. Then you do the treaty articles to keep your involvement in that level. Move your Navy somewhere else and just kind of keep doing that. Navies also move your... Oops. I keep hitting Control Q to get rid of map modes like you do in EU5. Navies also transport your troops. So, like, we're building up a Navy right now, but, like, as it stands right now, this Navy can transport 11 battalions and 4 Marines. So now you don't just, like, tell an army, you know, go to this place over here. You need to have a Navy move them. I would say those have been the biggest uses of the Navy, other than, like, combat. And power projection. In collaboration with the Constitutional Government Association, Shonosumi has secured a deal for cheap and quickly distributed pamphlets in support of the party. Damn it, I got 20% there. Please turn this attempt to see the army into shorts. Wait, what? The moment you play in Asia, China locks in. Yeah, of course. It's just my luck, right? Always in these runs. How many fleets do you have? Do you really need that many? Yeah, we do. So I created... I created 2... I guess what's the best way to look at it? I did some ship editing. So we have a faster troop ship. and a faster iron frigate. And yeah, you need this many because basically you have this here, you're screening over vulnerability. You need this to be at 100%. So basically you need the total screening of your fleet to be the same as your vulnerability. Certain ships are more vulnerable than others. And so you can see the troop ship has a lot of vulnerability, a little bit of screening. And so we need the cruisers who have 25 screening for vulnerability to protect them. And so we need a lot of these frigates in a fleet with these troop ships in order to level that out. And so we're going to need a lot of ships if we're going to, you know, be able to transport a fairly decent amount of troops. And I'm talking like maybe like 30 units, which is, I feel like, a very basic amount. A violent eruption has shaken the state of Japanese Eastern New Guinea. Fragments of tephra and volcanic ash have destroyed buildings and crops, taking some of the lives of our people. Yeah, we don't have anything there. We'll take the devastation, actually. The recently translated works of Raghunatha Beg have become popular within the reactionary movement. The relationship has developed to the point that he's openly endorsing the movement. What's going on with the reactionary movement? Ooh. So they're at 23%. We don't want to give them more activism. So we'll just give them pop attraction, unfortunately. Can you integrate Papua and then abolish colonies then? Yeah, that's kind of what I'm going to be going for. We're not going to be going for, like, African colonies. I want to colonize this, and when we're done, and by done, I mean we've gotten the most we can before, you know, everybody else kind of closes us out. Yeah, then we'll get rid of it. Ah, we got rotary valve engine. Nice. Which means now we can do this. Now, we've only done this once. So we're going to do it the second time, and then we're not going to do it until we can do this. Because if we do this 3 times, it completes the journal entry, and we have to get these guys to become accepted before we close this journal entry out. But we've only done this once, so let's do this. The Hokkaido Development Commission has reached another important milestone with vast tracts of former wetlands converted to valuable agricultural land. So we don't have any. Ainu will remember this, right? So they'll lose this, and they'll gain that. Yeah, that's probably what we want. And they'll get some arable land. Oh, they'll get that there, too. Migration attraction. No, let's do that. The obligation we owe to the German Empire is being used as pretext for requests to portray their country as less of a threat to the world. Uh-oh. We've seen this story before. Alright. A misunderstood country. Let's do it. When will we have a gameplay for Forza 6? Like, what's the best meta for Forza? That is out of my league, I can tell you that much. Not much of a Forza player. It's not much that they gain acceptance but lose penalties. But I forgot when I looked this up the other day that it's actually subjecthood and state religion, not cultural exclusion. Yeah, cultural exclusion is 2025, yeah. Oh, hey, Jabba, what's up, what's up? Hello, my friend. Sorry, I'm very behind on chat. Oh, forgot the morning stream again. No worries, no worries. Good to have you, good to have you. Yeah, I was surprised the other day on that research how strong state religion subjecthood is. Yeah, yeah. Haha, Grogu shirt detected. Yes, Did you watch Mandalorian and Grogu thoughts? I have not, because I'm behind on the Mandalorian. This thing that I've been doing, streaming at night, has caused me to fall behind on a lot of shows. So I haven't gone to go see the movie yet because I'm behind on the TV show. And I'm like saying to my wife, I'm saying to Mrs. Cuts, we gotta catch up on Mandalorian. I'm so behind. Hammond's behind on chat. The stream is getting busier than, yeah. It was even worse this morning, actually. I might have to start, unfortunately, not reading all chat. I don't think I would have gotten married without the beard. The wife has a fondness for furry things, dogs, cats, and me. Same! My wife tells me not to shave it. Otherwise, I very well might have shaved it, but she likes it, so... Columbia TLDR just hit 1900. Furthest I've gotten into a run so far. I finished the Panama Canal, nice, after about 30 years of working towards it. And it was going to be big, but didn't realize how big. Right before it finished, I was making around 70k a week in revenue, nice. Immediately went up by 18k when the canal went online from tolls, nice. Much bushier, which I suppose is a good thing. Yeah, she kind of likes it, so I guess I'll keep it. I am trimming it though. I've told her this is too much. It's too itchy. I've been focusing for years on getting the construction done. I shifted focus onto getting my economy to the next production level. At the same time, Hammer and Sickle united to briefly form the Stalinist regime. Oh no! Under the Social Democratic Party, the rural folk were the whip with the authoritarian trade unions. Okay. That pop-up noise always sounds like someone pooping to you. Yeah, I know they have that sound. It's like a lot of weird grunts and sounds sometimes in this game. Around 12% with the radical leader. I managed to get universal suffrage passed. Made the rural folk wage quit and form agrarian party. Nice, including trade unions. A radical leader. Okay, I think I figured out a strong strategy for GDP growth that I didn't realize was important. Trade privileges deals with any country in a region you're not ranked in. Sets it to 0, no more malice. Yeah, well, trade privileges, yeah, gives you more trade advantage with that country. So you get more trade advantage on the one good. The only party in government boosting them 47% clout, 100 legitimacy, drop taxes, nice. So I'm about to blitz social reform, starting with the women's suffrage. And signing off for the night. Nice. Panama Canal Company hit prosperity. Very nice. Went from being ranked 20th as a minor power to 9th as a major power. Nice, nice. Congrats. Sitting right under Spain. Very nice. Bowie Knife 99 strikes again. Oh no, what is that? Oh, 99 stream streak? Hey, look at that! Java reached a 95 stream streak. Yes, congrats, my friend. Congrats, congrats. Believe it or not, that is the short version. I believe it, I believe it. 5 more for the hundo. Should throw a hundo party for Java. I'm almost there, guys. I'm also behind on a ton of shows. I feel I'm so behind on many things. Behind on shows. This stream has finally made me get around to watching the FX remake of Shogun, which is like 2 years ago. My DVR is packed. I want to watch that show now because of this stream. That's the one that's supposed to be the door creak. Oh, the door creaking. Yeah. Yeah, now no one would be able to unhear it. Oh no, oh no. It affects the whole region too. Oh, does it? Does it? Does it? Let's take a look at a trade center here. We have trade privileges with quite a few people, so let's take a look at this. Okay, so we have it with Qing. Yeah, wait, I don't think I understand. It affects the whole region. It's like we have trade privileges with Qing. and we're covering 70% of their import of oil. So that gives us plus 70 points of trade advantage for the export of oil in Kyushu. There's supposed to be a malice for authority deficit. I've been running a deficit almost the whole time. Yeah, you get more radicals. Oh yeah, and also, so the interest groups that are in opposition get -2, but you get more radicals from political movements. Hey Jack, what's up, my friend? How you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. How's your night going? Police officers in uniform have been discovered supporting Japanese-German Friendship Committee activity while on duty, lowering public confidence in the police force. Oh yeah, we really got to stop taking radicals here. It's actually becoming quite a problem. The Japanese-German Friendship Committee. Yeah, this is just going to be what it is. You know, part of our problem is constantly being in this unstable government. What are we passing right now? Free trade. So we really just need the Zaibatsu in government. So we could kick them out. Be at 44. Lower taxes, though we can't really afford it. That also, we'd have to bring them to very low. Do we have anything expiring? Ooh, we're gonna lose this national anthem. Damn, damn, damn. Oh, you know what? The election... No, we already got... Yeah, we already got the electoral confidence there. Yeah, we're not going to get... Well, based on the election, if we can get the Zaibatsu to win, well, we might be able to get out of an unstable government. This 58% momentum has not moved the needle on them quite, or that much at all. Doing well. It was a nice day in Scotland today. Oh, yes, that's right, that's right. You're on vacation. Very nice. Very nice. Beautiful, beautiful place, Scotland. Okay, good to know. I did have a ton. Couldn't figure out why. Thought it was legitimacy. The authority tooltip didn't say anything. I mean, the legitimacy also... I think the legitimacy is the reason why I always have so many radicals in all my runs. Although the standard of living isn't helping me right now. I need to get both of them up. It's going down now that the trade unions are establishing the Glorious People's Republic. Lots of rebels. Yeah, yeah. We got a ton. We got a ton. Yeah. But 4,500 loyalists, woo woo. Those guys are like, hey, you don't care about us? Masatake Umura of the Jisha has been seen preaching in favor of the Constitutional Government Association, convinced that their victory has been foreseen in God's plans. Sure. Let's give them plus 10%. I don't think it's going to give us much. If we can get them at least a little bit more votes, but we're going to have to throw them out of government, which is really going to suck for free trade here. Feels weird to call it a holiday, but it is. Only a 4-hour drive to Scotland for me. Hey, not so bad. Not so bad. I mean, yeah, like, let's see, 4-hour drive... Yeah, 4-hour drive from New York City is just a little short of Boston. I would consider going to Boston a vacation. It's a different place. Haven't heard of Shogun, but I'll have to check it out. Yeah, my girlfriend and I did watch The Last Samurai this weekend. Oh yeah, still a good one. Yeah, we were talking about that last week. I forgot to watch it this week. Well, I didn't have time this weekend. No, Shogun was a show on FX, and it was very, very highly rated. It was very good. I think it is done now. I haven't heard much about it in a while. Yeah, we'll take this. We don't, we hold most of our GDP. So, if they want to come build stuff, why not? The effect of Westernization on Japanese culture is significant. As customs rapidly change, Emperor Meiji Yamato is sponsoring a sumo wrestling tournament in Edo to combat public antagonism of the tradition. Yeah, we would like it if this guy increases his popularity. No, we don't want this. Yeah, so we'll take that. I live in Texas. I've driven 13 hours in multiple directions and still been in Texas. It's about 3 to 4 hours from Dallas to Austin. Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, it's funny. In the United States, the further west you go, the bigger land-wise the states get. Whereas over here on, like, the East Coast, you drive a couple hours in any direction, you're somewhere else. Through clever use or plain abuse of gag motion, sympathizers of Tsukunori Nogi's cause have stalled any further discussion on the notion of free trade. Oh, man. What's happening here? Oh, nice. I love options like this. 50% chance of nothing happening, or a 50% chance of nothing happening. I also don't care if this guy loses popularity. So, I think I'll take this. Order brittle from Paris for their pleasure. Okay. God, these guys never even made it out of the third place here. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy. We'll be able to negotiate with the armed forces, because they're about to be in... They're going to be in government still. Four-hour drive for me in DC would almost get me out of DC. Yeah. So I've heard about the traffic there. Yeah, that's true. A 4-hour drive for me, that'll get me to Brooklyn. Yeah, I just hit a boom after doing a bunch of trade deals in regions I didn't have any involvement in. Yeah. Yeah, trade privileges and getting higher involvement, I've found really, really boosts things. All right, what are we going to be able to do here? So I wouldn't mind this. Get us out of an unstable government. Well, okay, if we did this and we lowered taxes, that would get us to contested government. You know what we'll do? We'll get them out of government because we won't get any radicals because we have the free government reform. We can always bring them back in. We'll do this now, and then we'll negotiate with the armed forces. Oh. But now, yeah, they got more clout. Oh, those jerks. Those straight up jerks. Let's negotiate with the shonen here. After several rounds of tourist correspondence, the shonen have met with the emperor's representatives and outlined their demand. Okay, so we can build 100 trade centers. Actually, if it wasn't for all the merchant marines, we could actually use that. Well, okay, this is a little bit more reasonable. We're going to get private construction contracts with either of them. Or political concessions. We don't want to do that. Yeah, we'll do this, right? We need to build some textile mills, some basic stuff. And so basically what? We need to build Let's see. 30, what, 33 of them? We'll get this stupid private construction contracts, which I just hate so much. But we can use this. We'll do that. Brings it down to 50%. I think that's all we'll do for now. Yeah, I went to a training in Pennsylvania years ago. Surprised it was only about a 4-hour trip to DC. Yeah, it's not that far. That's why I can even begin to make sense of the geography of that area. Yeah, everything is very close together compared to like the west side of the country. Went from 130 million to 145 million in 2 years. Oh wow, that's not bad. I would love for that right now in our country here. Oh. Okay. All right, so let's start putting this transport fleet back together. Now that we've hired sailors to work on the boats. All right, 7th and 8th. All right, are we still building any ships? All right, so this is it. We're done. 94%. Ugh. I guess isn't so bad. I mean, we could try to build like 5 more iron frigates here. Right, is that what we would need? So let's see. Our vulnerability is at 600. You add in pull out a handy dandy calculator because that's what I'm gonna do. 120 plus 600, so we need about 720. We have 30 of these guys plus the 25. Wait, what? So from the iron frigates, we have 30 times the 25. Oh, you know, I always forget. Actually, what we have to do is, because we're getting stuff from the admiral, so they're actually adding 5 vulnerability. So that's 150. Let's take a look at the troop ships. The troop ships are 110. So 150 plus the 660. So we actually need to cover 810 vulnerability. We're actually getting 18 screening from the troop ships, and so... No, not the troop ships. So 25 times 30 plus the 18. What did I say? 810? So we need about 42 more. Okay. So we actually just need 2 more iron frigates here. And that should get us at 100. Though the free trade law sees agreement in principle, there are 2 mutually exclusive clauses. Armed forces and Hyman want the law to favor them, while Sukunori Nogi chastises both of them for opportunism. Who's this guy? Oh yeah, that protectionist guy. No. 50% chance the hymen. Well, hold on. Who gets the 2 interest group approval? Maybe, I think both of them, maybe. No. Yeah, this is a very confusing one. 50% chance gets key semantics win. Which interest group? Well, let's see what happens. Keep an eye on Hyman in the Armed Forces. We're going to choose this one. So they lost 2, so I guess these guys gained 2. Okay. Seems like the E5 1.3 beta is very soon. Yes, it's coming up, right? I don't know the date, but I know it's sometime soon. That'll be exciting. Okay, that's what I meant about the number of fleets. Oh, you just combined them all. Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they weren't combining. Well, one, when I first built them, I didn't assign a fleet. But they didn't have sailors when they were first built. And so they get put into their own separate fleet, and they can't move because there's nobody working them. No sailors on the first ship. You clicked on watch your naval infrastructure. Ah, yes. Okay, we're missing some. Yeah. We're missing some. We also need to boost up some supplies. So we're good here. All right. So something we'll work on after the break, because we are at the hour mark here. So we do have to take a quick 90-second break, pay homage to the gods of ads here, because we're about to get hit by ads during gameplay. So 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. And we're back. And we're back. I think that's a bug. I've noticed a few negotiations where when there's a chance of multiple outcomes, it won't always show the interest groups. Yeah. Another's leaving out the number of years it gives you. Yeah, it must be a bug, because they would, I mean, I'm sure they intended to let us know which interest group it applies to. Oh, I think you forgot to play the ads. Well, no, so the ads are mainly on Twitch. On YouTube, I can select when to insert an ad, because on YouTube, you don't get to control when the ads play as much. It's kind of specific to each person individually. But it does give me the option to be like, Now is a good time to play an ad. But it doesn't always do it, because it's kind of based on your own YouTube algorithm. I also wish that when there was a chance of multiple outcomes, it would give you a notification with which outcome was chosen. Yeah, it's not always immediately obvious. Maybe that's an immersion decision, though. Yeah, I wish it did do that. I agree. Shout out to Star Wars ambient music. Oh, yeah, you have premium, yeah. So you're not going to get any ads. Nice. Oh, hello there. Dark Lady Mizire. Hello. Welcome. How are you? I was wondering if you might have some tips on the first 10 to 20 years as Haiti. It's really hard playing a country, particularly small, where you have to import all of your iron and coal for boats. Interesting. Yeah, Haiti would be an interesting one, huh? Hey, Mr. Floyd Pinkerton, what's up, my friend? Did you invent economy yet? I didn't invent it. I'm like Apple. I didn't invent it, but I perfected it. Clearly, I perfected it. Yeah, if you have premium, it doesn't play anything. Yeah, I mean, the thing with Haiti would be... Well, okay, so we're in 1890, so I don't know exactly what they have at Game Start. But you really could run an import-export economy, I guess. Also really focusing in on agro buildings here. And, I mean, you could start off with a bunch of trade centers and then really use, like, tariffs and subventions to pinpoint what you want for your market. I think I show this in the first episode of my Congo starting steps series, especially on the luxury side here, especially at the very beginning of the game. You go in and you put like some high tariffs on the imports for these luxury goods, and it'll really dissuade the trade centers from importing these. And then you go over to the things you need for your construction sectors, to say like wood, and put maybe like a high subvention on the import. And the combination of those two things will really manipulate what's going in and out of your trade center. And you can kind of do that to start. Yeah, you don't have cotton either, though. So it would be tough. Or iron. Honestly, I mean, nothing is stopping Haiti from not doing the, like, African colonization thing. It's kind of the same thing as if you start, like, in Sweden, where you have no cotton. I would rush colonization and try to get even a small colony here for the fabric. I'll take a look at it, though, because, yeah, there is the added difficulty of the payments to France. I haven't done Haiti in multiple updates, so I'd have to take a look. But that's what my initial inkling on it is. I'm doing good, thank you. I watch you a lot. Oh, nice, thank you. I just don't normally comment. This Haiti thing's driving me crazy, though. Haiti is tough. Haiti's been tough for a long time, so yeah. Now that the game in general has gotten even tougher, I can imagine Haiti's a bit of a headache. It would be an interesting one to do, though. Thank you for reminding me about it. I recently found out that I'm more French by blood than I realized. Ah, very nice. You do one of those, like, 23andMe things? So here's a question. What's the difference in having consumption tax and tariff? Oh, well, consumption tax, you're straight up taxing your pops. You're making it cost more money for them to consume this good. So you're gaining more money, but you're taking more money out of the pop's pocket. And so if you take a look at a population here, like we're taxing let's say tobacco, right? Let's take a look at some laborers who actually have a job. And then we look at their basket of goods. So stimulants, yeah. So they're spending money on tobacco. And you can see here they're spending a lot of money. It's very expensive for them. And they're spending 41.9% of their stimulants portion on tobacco. So we are making this directly more expensive for them, which is taking more money out of their pocket. Now, that could get to a point where it really puts them in a negative net income, which will bring them down a level of wealth. You know, we should probably look to get rid of that. So that's what a consumption tax would do. The tariff, let's say we tariffed tobacco. So we're importing some of it. And here we go. So the tariff gets charged to the trade center. Where is it? Tariffs. And so it directly impacts the profitability of the trade. And you can get to a point where like the trade is unprofitable. So like they're going to stop importing as much of this in a moment. And so you're earning money from the trade center, but at the cost of possibly the trade center not importing as much of this. Okay, I seriously underuse Harrison. I mostly use it for subventions. Subventions are also good to do. You can make money off of tariffs, right? Like, we're making about 6K on tariffs. I still don't think tariffs are a good thing to, like, do for the purpose of making money. It's a way to manipulate your trade centers to bring in and not bring in what you want them to do. But yeah, tariffs are definitely something to utilize quite a bit when needed. Opponents of our planned economic reforms have demanded the right to have their ideas heard as much as our own, and gallingly are using our free market rhetoric to justify their own right to speak. Speaking of which, we're trying to go free trade, which means we're going to lose the ability to tariff things. But we're going to get increased trade advantage on both imports and exports. So a guaranteed plus 10 or possibly a guaranteed plus 20. Oh, we're not losing taxes here. Okay. Then let's take the guaranteed plus 10. It's hard because of interest development, though, so I would love that plaything. Yeah. Yeah, that's right. Interest development. Yes. That is an interesting dilemma. Haiti. Yeah, because you need to get an interest over here. To get an interest, you need a boat. Yeah, I'd have to look at it. Maybe that deserves a starting step series. I don't know. Yeah, trade privileges and goods transfers are probably going to be clutch. Yeah, you could do some goods transfers. Because you can build up the ports to cover the merchant marines. Okay, the irony of Haiti colonizing Africa is just too much for me. Yeah, that seems to be the strategy for Haiti. Just go colonize Africa. Damn, 40% of income on tobacco. These people need to quit smoking. I know, right? Nah, it's all dip. Oh, that was a follow-up to my F the French comment, but yeah. My mom and I were talking about it. She does a lot of ancestry stuff. Sent me a huge file with a ton of info about our fam. Oh, nice. The tariff thing is one of the things that flagged as MMT for me about the game. the MMT position on tariffs is that... Oh, is MMT the min-maxers? Is that they're more about controlling trade than increasing revenue. Cool to see it in action. Yeah. Yeah, it's more about manipulating your market, which, you know, speaking of which, oh man, you know, yeah, I have been not a good custodian of my market. Yeah, look at this. It's all I'm focusing way too much on one aspect of the market. Yeah, and look at this. We're like exporting tons of this stuff, but making it cost so much more. We've got to tariff the exports quite a lot. We're the #3 producer of this, though. That's kind of nice. Okay, these guys, this company, I'm at my wit's end with you guys. Lead. Are we using it in all of the glass works? We are. Can we use more glass? Maybe a little. Oh, we definitely could. Oh, somebody needs a railroad. Alright. You guys need a more profitable railroad. We'll start small. Sometimes I feel like the run is going okay, and then other times I'm like, what the hell have I been doing for like 60 years? Okay, Sukanori Nogi has encouraged all principled people to agree on a platform of non-compliance for the free trade law. Sympathizers in the Hyman have halted further debate. So we lose 5% here. As opposed to the 10. Or get a setback. We don't have any setbacks. I'll take this, actually. Although we will get more radicals. Yeah, I really can't do that at the moment. We'll do this. You should mix in your faster builds, ports, with your slower builds, so you get the benefits of the ports to some degree much more. Oh yeah, I see what you're saying. It's not a bad idea, actually. Let's give it a try. Tariffs are primarily political in use. Example, exports tariffs on agriculture keeps the landowners, from capturing the country through cash crop exports, like in the U.S. South. Yeah, wouldn't have had King Cotton if there was a big duty on cotton, so they didn't export to everyone they could. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I've seen some people try to claim that, like, oh, you could build a whole economy just based on tariffing your trade centers. And I'm always like, sounds like a flimsy economy. Oh, MMT, modern monetary theory. It's a heterodox economic theory that challenges a lot of what the dominant neoliberal macroeconomics teach. Oh, interesting. Econ is a special interest. Oh, I'll have to look that up. Modern monetary theory. Okay, interesting. What have I been doing for 60 years? Reading chat. Yeah, you know, it is a little bit difficult to play a grand strategy game Read chat. Not that I'm complaining. I love it. I love it. But yeah, it is. It's a little bit difficult. All right, we're not building any more ships. Where are we at? Oh yeah, we also need about 7,000 more soldiers. All right, so that'll get these guys going. 99%, that's fine with me. Now these guys... Yeah, so we'll need 7 frigates for every 1 early ironclad. We could make a monitor for some coastal defense, because these guys can't go further than 1 sea node away from us. They're 583 for construction, as opposed to this one. But I need somebody who's going to go give us some involvement. Oh, expanded sick bay. Look at this. Critical chance. Minus 50% suffered crew attack damage. Oh, do you know, we don't have Marines. We do not. All right, let's not edit any of these things. So let's build 1, or let's build 2 of these guys, and then we'll build 14 of the iron frigate. And that should keep us here. When this fires up, we'll send this out. So now we can carry 21 battalions, 10 Marines. So I'm gonna add a new Marine unit. Let's create a Marine Corps. Let's give them this little thing. Of course, authoritarian, traditionalist. Offensive planner. Well, plus 5% coup. Well, this guy, though, is always going to be on a boat going somewhere else. So yeah, we'll give it this guy. Now, how many Marines did I say? 10. And what kind of Marines can we build here? Yeah, so let's build 10 of these guys. Road traffic in Edo has been halted as Tsukunori Nogi drew a crowd into a major avenue and rambled at nauseating length about the government's proposal for free trade. The blockage has prevented the legislature from reaching quorum. I also can't forget here about all my light industries I gotta build. Alright, fine. We'll take this one. No, we were never going to make this commitment for Seoul. We took this one just for the... We needed it at the time. I never thought we were going to really make it. We really do have to get standard of living up, though. Tariffs lean toward isolationism the more you use them. Yeah, it's mainly how you can pick winners. Mainly helpful for larger countries with a lot of resources in that application. Well, I think they're also useful for countries that are smaller and have limited resources. Or not even necessarily smaller, but like I was doing a run with Egypt, and I put a super high tariff on any of my wood. I don't even want people thinking about exporting that wood. Because we don't have enough of it, if you're Egypt. I appreciate that you try to read every chat, but I do imagine that's a challenging juggling act, yeah. I still have to pause anytime I have to read something. Yeah, or menu dive away from the main map. I do that too. I tend to pause a lot when I have to read events, because it is hard. I try to be less verbose than usual out of respect for keeping things moving. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. What are the... Ooh, we got some there. Okay, what are the French building? Trade centers, tobacco. Qing is starting to build a little bit. Austria, though, not so much. Rubber has been successfully grown in Japanese Western New Guinea. The fragile nature of these trees and their difficult-to-meet conditions make this achievement exceptionally important. Day construction efficiency over there, not so bad. Yeah, America is just going to outpace us. The United States, man. Oh, look at this. I think Western New Guinea is kind of done. You know what, though? Eventually, we're going to have to go to war with the U.S. to take Korea. We'll just take this, too. Cam cuts in Egypt. The tariff on wood exports is set to shoot on sight. Yeah. Hey, what's the export rate on wood? Your life. We need ships, damn it. Don't you touch the wood. Wow, okay. Companies are taken over. Alright, I really need to get this going. I need to focus on this here. Yeah, it's really the lead mines. We need the lead. We could keep building up ammunition. It seems to be very profitable for us here. We've only got 2. So we'll do that. Alright. I'm also... Okay, let me... I'm not building properly here. All this explosives and stuff are nice. Oh. They're actually kind of good on explosives. I'm not going to delete anything we need there. We do, though, need, like, clothes. Could use some silk. Alright, so let's take a look at... How many clothes do we need? 406. Build about 10 of them somewhere. Keep it going here. Put about 10 there. Oh, I'm still waiting for that Door Creek pop-up to come again. Oh, that's right. Yeah, thank you for reminding me. I wanna keep an ear out for it as well. Food industries. Food industries is one of the things we need, right? Yeah. Need about 782 of those. Let's build about Let's build about 6 of these. Paper. Oh. Look at this. We're okay. Although we are the #1 producer in the world here. Look at this, even fish. Are we utilizing PMs for fish? Like, we're Japan. Fish should not be expensive. Let's build it in Hokkaido here. What's our deficit on it? 187. Ah, so we really only need 2. All right. Oh man, what a mess. What a mess. It's gonna take us about 3 years for this. So, so that finishes out the construction there. We'll see what we get after we do that. Move your partial but unneeded buildings to the end of the queue until you need them. Ah, then you can just finish them quickly. Ah, yeah. Actually, that's a great idea. That is a great idea. Same with this explosives factory. Oop. All right, we're up to 110. Got all of this construction inefficiency. I mean, we're above minimum expected now. What we need is to get people hired. We should start with the capital here. Once we get all of this stuff done. Oh, God, free trade. Come on, give us the event. How long is it going to take to give us the event? I'm surprised it's staying on 0% for so long. What is happening? Oh, all the way to the end, alt down. Ah, good to know. Good to know. Yeah, I'm so not good with that. I realize, you know, if you really want to get engagement on YouTube, take a look at, I think it's the, what is it, the deficit spending tutorial I did. A ton of comments of people like, this is the shortcut, smooth things around the queue. And I'm like, yeah. I know. But I realized, oh my God, so many people commented on it. I should just like purposely not use shortcuts now. I don't know what it is. I find the way I click through this stuff, like alt and clicking up. Yeah, like alt and clicking up is something I use all the time. I don't know why I don't extend that to alt and the down button. How do you decide between conquering an area versus doing something like foreign investments? I took over Venezuela for the sulfur, which works out because they also have oil now, but I'm looking at Lima. Now trying to decide how I want to go about it. Chile controls it now, but they haven't built out the lead mines. I can take it and build the mines, but was thinking I could also get foreign investment. But I think I would also have to get a goods transfer treaty article to actually get it, right? No, if you had... What you would really need is... yeah, we always knew that was going to happen. Oh, the Haitian uprising against France. Here we go. If you had investment rights and trade privileges, that would be the best thing to do because you could build the mines yourself. And then you could import it to your country, which would also give you income from those mines being profitable back in the other country. You could also do the goods transfer treaty, but goods transfer treaties are difficult now because of the shipping lanes cost. Like, we have a treaty with Qing, which is pretty much unprofitable right now because of that. So we're earning 23.4K. We're paying 21.7. So we're earning about a little under 2K, but we're paying 6K in merchant marines just to move the goods. So goods transfer treaties are a little difficult now, unless you're really going to make a lot of money off of it and you have like an overabundance of merchant marines. It's not, you know, the greatest. Oh yeah, it's across the land. Yeah, you wouldn't have to use supply ships. What am I thinking about? Yeah, I think the cost benefit analysis for you would be, if you tried to take over, if you're a South American country and you tried to take over another South American country, you always risk European involvement. Somebody is going to try to get involved in that. So you have that difficulty. But taking it over, I guess the drawbacks to owning the land are the pops. They're not going to be of your culture. So what is their acceptance going to be? You won't really be able to build industry there if they have if they're not incorporated. So you might have to incorporate the land if you ever want to do manufacturing there. But incorporating the land has its own issues if they have low acceptance. Competing goods from abroad have led to a slump in demand for products from Tokai, which has raised concerns in the state about our planned reforms. Ooh. So we can gain 10%, but we'll get a setback. That'll put us at 2 setbacks, though. But if we take this, we'll get a setback. Actually, if we take... Ooh. Oh, and with this, we get negative 25% manufacturing through it. We're just going to take this. What a cursed law enactment this was. It just took forever to get Venezuela under control, but I have plenty of excess bureaucracy now. Oh, well, that's good. That's good. That's why I want the lead mines to upgrade my military. Yeah. I think I'm going to push for an alliance with Brazil. Yeah, that's true. If you don't have any lead, you might want to own the land so that if you ever end up getting like high infamy, you don't want the country to just suddenly embargo you. Dissatisfied with their current limited role in governance, Hyman have issued a petition urging the government to take immediate action to enact wealth voting. What are we at? currently? Oh, we're at census suffrage. Interesting. We'll lose 5 legitimacy if we reject it. We can afford it, because I don't want to go to wealth voting or migration control, so let's do that. An inquiry has revealed that government politician Haihachiro Togo his recent wealth has been accumulated through bribes from oil companies, allowing them to lease land without bidding. Oh, is this, wait, he's not the leader of our armed forces, is he? He is. Oh, hell yeah. Let's take this one, and he'll be forced to resign. Right? Oh no, wrong person. Damn. Did we lose somebody? No. Okay. All year long, it's a curse. I know. Everything is cursed. That's why we play the game. Everybody's pretty cool right now. So I don't think it would be hard to get a treaty, but I was worried about other South American countries getting involved. Yeah, that's the thing with South America, is that any movement you try to do, somebody in some part of the world is suddenly going to be like, oh, this is like the most important region in the world to me. What's happening? What's happening? Do I sound bitter from the New Granada run we did a couple streams back? Lima also has gold mines, so yeah, that's true too. There be gold in the mountains all across South America. I was thinking about giving Ecuador part of Pastaza that Chile took to get them on my side, but then I wouldn't have a direct connection to Lima. Oh, I'm building up my navy more, so I wasn't sure how much it would matter. It probably wouldn't matter too much, because you would still be within, pretty much be within 1 or 2 C nodes. Oh, lost stalled. Alright, goodbye, free trade. Yeah. Okay. Well, now we can move on to more pressing matters. So let's see here. Let's go to state religion. Be nice if we could get the Jisha in government. But I really don't want to be sitting here on an unstable government anymore. Yeah, this is the highest we're gonna get. Alright, so let's start state religion. And then we'll go to religious schools after that. Oh, you know what? We don't need to build these Marines quite yet. But I do want to finish these 2 ports. So we'll finish the ports. I also kind of want to move the munitions down the list. After these things, that will complete the promise. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. So we'll do it like this. There be gold and then there Andes. Yeah. Snake bit is true. Snake bit is very true. Oh hey, the Wolfie, good morning. Good morning, my friend. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Welcome to Japan. Welcome to something. Nobody's amenable. Everybody's pissed. Let's check in with the Ainu. 32%. Though we don't necessarily know where in this they're falling. They very well could be 50. Let's see, their largest group is at 30. The largest group that's above 30 is at 50. Yeah, so we might see a big jump if we pass state religion here. Oh, how's our Bodie McBoatface doing here? What did we build here? The Iron Frigate. I forgot. I forgot to specify which navy or which fleet these are all going to. So 6 months. Wait, where is this fleet? Oh, you're projecting power. Let's just bring you back home. And now these guys are fully hired up. All right, so see where we want to send them. Is Mitsubishi building you any paper yet? Not at the moment. No. They're going for... Oh, did China open up their market? Wow, they're on free trade. Okay. Did we end up getting free trade agreement with them? We did. Excellent. Oh, man. I would love to get a regional HQ there. Yes, give Mitsubishi investment rights. Build me a regional HQ in China. I would love it. Japan is indeed something. Yeah. Korea still look very independent and comfortable. How come? No, they're not independent. They're a puppet of the United States, so that doesn't mean we're not going for them, but it's going to take a little bit more care. Ah, yes. Ooh, we need to add more research. All right. Something we're going to add at the very top of the queue here. Some electric plants to finally fix up our wood deficit. And what's it called? Mitsubishi can build us the motors for those. All right. Let's research first. What do we want to get to? Can always use some production stuff. Where are we at with society? Well, we do... Oh, steel frame. Yes, steel frame buildings is what we really need next. So we're getting tech spread on organized sports. Let's do that. We'll do steel frame buildings. Then we'll go for investment banks. Then we'll finish out this level, and then we'll go for the combustion engine. And that's good for now. We could also do more universities. So yeah, so we should start really... Okay, actually, yes. So we will, we need to start preparing for steel frame buildings. We're going to need a lot more glass, which will need a lot more lead, which will hopefully get this company finally at prosperity. By the way, how did the US end up in charge of Korea? How did they get the interest and the power projection? I forget. It's been a couple episodes, but I feel like they went to war with Great Qing, and that was just one of the war goals, transferring a subject. Yeah, that's right. No, that is what happened. So the US went to war with Great Qing, and that was just one of the war goals. I forget what the overall war was about, though. Yeah. All the IGs hate me. But the way I like to think of it is I'm bringing all the interest groups together by giving them a common enemy. It's like I'm like Dr. Manhattan from Watchmen. I'm going to unite the country over giving them a person to hate. That's what I'm doing. All right. Labor movement and the radical movement are kind of pissed. All right, so now we're building the textile mills. The priest's like, we don't feel bad. Yeah. This is true. You mean the Buddhist monks, sir? The Buddhist monks? They are? Regardless of the governing caucus's stance, the fiercest debates on state religion come from these two, the Zaibatsu, for some reason, and populists stirred by Shoin Osumi's movement. The end is nowhere in sight. Oh god, this thing again. Oh, the Mahayana traditionalist movement. Ooh, torpedo. Oh, we can finally get these guys. Oh, yes. Okay. Yes, let's lower these guys' activism and make the Zaibatsu happy. Let's do that. $152 days left. Oh, I never ended up doing anything with these guys. I was about to say, going with the Dr. Manhattan strategy. Yes! Great minds, great minds. Cuts is the leader they need, not the one they deserve. I'm Batman. What's my internal politics stance? I take the Batman stance. Let's take a look at our trade centers and see where we need the most trade advantage. What's going on with these tools? Oh, level 2 in France. Level 2 in the Netherlands. So, yeah, we could send them over here and increase our trade advantage with England, France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. And then actually, and then we can come down over here. Okay, so let's take the transport fleet. Let's project power. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, let's do that. All right. So they're going to add about 2,000 here. Yeah, that's really going to up things. All right. Now, we can add some torpedo craft. We can add torpedo boats. Look at this little guy. Let's see. Look, they add 50 screening. Oh. Oh. You know what? We're going to add one of these guys here. What do we need to make it, though? Iron, engines, artillery, groceries, coal, ammunition. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to add one. That'll get us over the 100% here. I'll wait to see what the rest of this is like. Oh, I forgot. This fleet still has 7 of these damn frigates. Oh, hey, Joe Melton. What's up, my friend? Welcome back. Welcome back. How you doing? I played most of a Japan game recently where I sided with the Heavenly Kingdom against Qing in exchange for Korea. And they stole it from me in the peace deal somehow. Rage quit after that. I like to think of every rage quit with a desk being overturned. If a desk didn't overturn, it's not a rage quit. Because this isn't like playing a console game. You can't break a controller. So you need to break a desk or maybe break a mouse. That's a rage quit. Oh, thank you, Bizman. I thank my council. I do not have the supply ships, and that's because I've been doing this. So let's put a little bit more to here. Good. These are all going to start hiring up. And we'll fix, yeah, our supply ship deficit. Now, it'll be okay for now because these guys have a lot of supplies on hand. So they'll be able to survive for now. Although, yeah, ship construction just went up. Ooh, supply ship construction, 42K. We're spending a lot on hardwood. Oh, we got that. Hardwood is super expensive. So, okay, where are we building hardwood? We're about to electrify you. Fukusenetsu Kanto. Okay. So, if these guys went to electric... Oh, it would lower hardwood. Why though? Why though? Why though? Of course it would. Well, Kanto doesn't have any construction sectors. What if we switch them to this? Then what if we did that? Okay. So it would take them 36 electricity. How much does one get us? So we would need 2, but I kind of want to get the urban center going as well. 67. So we'll do another 3. I want to do these. Actually, what do these count as? Any chance? No. Although shipyards count as light. So let's build this. Oh, we are at the 2-hour mark. Oh, nice. All right. I caught it before the ad break. So we do have to take a quick 90-second break. Pay homage to our gods of ads, and we'll be right back. So 90 seconds, and we will be right back. All right, and we're back. We're back, and my hair is crazy. All right. Let me catch up here. I don't know how people play Paradox games on multiplayer. I'm so slow, I'd be screwed without the pause button. Same. That's the thing. I don't know if I could. I haven't done a lot of multiplayer in my time. I have done a couple, not a lot though. Mainly because I don't have the time to dedicate to it because of kids. But also, it is very hard to not be able to just pause the game. I think the first multiplayer game I did, I kept like hitting pause on accident. Because I'm just so used to like, oh, I gotta read something, pause. Yeah. That'd be better than smashing the laptop and screwing up the fan. This is true. Very true. Very true. They need to make it possible to mothball ships. Oh, for those ships that you don't need but may want to keep just in case. Yeah, maybe. See, I think the problem is with the way the system is right now, ships get outdated so quickly. So like we have these frigates, but now that we have like iron frigates, these wooden ships mean nothing to us. So we can decommission them. I need to try to see if I can sell them. If I can't sell them, I'm just gonna decommission them because they're costing us money, and at this point in time they kind of suck. Like, what's this one costing us? Oh, well, 82.5 pounds per week. But still, it's 82.5 pounds per week. Not that not that I would know firsthand. Of course not. Of course not. Also, make sure you have enough sailors for your ships. Well, these guys, yeah, we probably need more for them. But these guys are okay. This is the only one we're sending out. This one is coming back home so we can put them all together. But yeah, it looks like all these ships we're getting, we need more sailors for them. I've been thinking that exact thing. I love to try multiplayer, but I still use pause as a crutch. Yeah. Real talk though. So glad I got past my gamer rage issues. Many broken controllers, keyboards, and mouses. Yeah, I was never like that, but man, my brother was like that. Flow state. I gotta read up on what all this new YouTube stuff is. Reverse ham cuts is on top of it, though. You're gonna be my new YouTube ambassador. This kind of thing has ruined my Paradox playthroughs enough that it's mostly just an exasperated eye roll now. I had a similar phase, Hammy. Testosterone is a hell of a hormone. Yeah, this is true. Wait, what's the thing that's ruining your Paradox playthroughs? Can you decommission ships? Yes, you can. If we can't sell these frigates, we're going to decommission them. I waited to build out my navy, and now I feel like I'm playing catch-up. Would love to dump the old ones, though. I don't have the DLC, so I can't sell them. Wait, is selling... Hold on, I want to look this up real quick. I don't think selling is part of the DLC, is it? I have... Hold on. Now I really want to know. Oh, damn it. I don't have... How do you look at old dev diaries? Whatever, I can't find it. Interesting. Okay. Sell your outdated ships to Haiti. Oh, there you go. Yeah. That'll be a good idea. Yes, you could decommission. Although in typical Paradox fashion, it's hard to tell how at first. Yeah. Basically, what you do is, so you open up the cruisers. We'll sort by all the frigates. You go here and then decommission. But yeah, let's try to sell it. Maybe Haiti. Yeah, let's try it. My pinky are misaligned. It wants to be under the ring finger, all because I smashed my My fist in the computer test. To be fair, I was going through a breakup then. Oh no, I'm sorry, my friend. Oh man, that's tough. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you mentioned decommissioning. Yeah. That's why I swapped it out for something softer. Yeah, let's see real quick if we can sell those ships. Can we even do deals with 80? Yeah, here we go. Nope, they've moved on. Man. Yeah, the ship is obsolete to even them. It is 1892. I don't think we're going to be able to sell this to anybody. They have one ship, these guys. Yeah, this will get us nothing with them. What about the Philippines? Nope. Yeah, I think I waited too long on these ships. I think we're just gonna have to decommission them. They're not worth the maintenance cost. The Vicky Wiki says the Great Wave page that selling is part of the DLC. Ah, okay. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that. Thank you. I'm gonna try to decommission mine later. Yeah. Just decommission the old ones. They cost a lot for how effective they are. Yeah. No, yeah, we're definitely not keeping them, for sure. I was hoping I could get something out of them, but I guess I waited too long on these guys. Alright. So, yeah, so we'll do all of the frigates here. And then we'll just decommission. Alright, so now we just have 3. Oh, you know what, though? I kind of... Oh, no, I think we'll still be fine. Okay. Poor guys that got decommissioned while they were en route. Aw. Alright. Yeah, we are paying a lot for supply ship construction. Although we did just cut it down by quite a lot. What is hardwood now? We could use 90 more. Okay, so in a place that is making hardwoods like Hokusenetsu here, if we go to electrical generation, we're going to lose hardwood generation. But if we go to focused, we're going to increase the hardwood. Then we can go to electric saws. It'll lower a little bit of hardwood, but give us the wood that we lost. So they'll need 22 electricity there. Oh, let's go Hokusenetsu here. And then we might as well get enough for the urban centers. So we need about 24. We probably only need one of these guys, right? Yeah. There we go. All right, build these guys up. Get us our wood. Hardwood is now almost there. We can keep it where it is. And supply ship construction is a little bit better. Oh, we built a torpedo craft. Oh, look at this. Okay. So we need about 3 naval admins. And then we could get these guys. Where did that torpedo craft go? Or, wait, are we currently building it? No. What fleet did this go into? Oh, the 8th. No, I did not want you guys there. I want you to go there. Go to those guys. Reports have come out of a strange illness harrying the members of the same family of Tokai. Locals have started exhuming the bodies of the dead in an effort to stop the so-called curse. Yeah, we'll take loyalists and we'll lose some bureaucracy. We'll do that. What do we got here? Following a violent struggle for power over the Empire of Japan, the armed forces have ended up on the losing side of history. Murasuke Nogi has attempted to flee the country. Oh, our last kind of Mitugaku guy. Which means we need another general here. Oh no, we got more Mitugaku. God, I always forget. What are these guys again? Yeah, they're not so bad except for the closed borders thing. Oh, Junekol. I forget what we have, but yeah, we'll probably take this guy. Colonial Administrator, yeah. So, Masatake Teruchi. Do that. Pam, the used ship salesman. That's right. Barely used. Look at the trunk. You can fit 3 bodies in there. The introduction of vessels with metal-skinned hulls represents nothing less than a revolution in naval warfare. Near impervious to traditional types of shot, Commodore Gunoyo Yamamoto assures us that Japanese domination of the seas will be absolute. No, yeah, let's take that naval power projection. A man employed by a powerful member of the Japanese Austrian Society, I didn't even know we had one, is delivering lectures and pamphlets addressed to targeted constituencies in Edo. Oh, we can get legitimacy. Where are we at? It'll give us a little bit of a buffer. Oh, and the Kazoku will lose political strength. Win-win. We will take that. Oh, I wonder, does that afford us... Not quite. Ah, man. If only we were at 45, I could try to lower taxes. Although we're not really at a point where we could lower taxes. Now that I'm looking at it. First Japanese fleet is low on sailors. Yeah, we got to build up some stuff on that. Oh yeah, once ironclad is discovered, most countries will not buy outdated ships. I know. I waited. We actually sold quite a bit of our frigates earlier, but those last bits there, I waited too long. I think they changed this, but now the allocation of supply versus military ship construction is a hard cap. If you have enough supply ships, you can set it towards military and it will reduce spending. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, we do need... Yeah, look at this. We're going to need like 2,000 for our transport ships. We need to really... we need to get these guys hired up. Is what we need. We need more ship construction points. Shoun Osumi and his supporters have publicly petitioned at a prison in Shikoku for the release of a pro-state religion protester held there on charges of disorderly conduct. 10% success chance, we could use that. Yeah, let's take that. I'd like to get more torpedo craft here. I'll wait to see, though, what we need for that. Oh no, red balance and a whole lot of radicals. Yeah. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not too worried about it. There's still 2,800 loyalists. That's right. Less than the last time we checked in. Yeah, because standard of living went down a little bit. Slaps hull. You reject so much power with this bad boy. Yeah. You can get like 15 power projection with this guy. 20 if you uncouple the regulator. I don't even know if that's a thing. Which is kind of accurate. When ironclads came, yeah, nations dropped their wooden ships like hot lead. Yeah. They talked about that in the dev diary too. They were like, there should be a notable shift in navies when you get to ironclad. Like the whole game should be kind of different for you. Which is why I feel like it's if you don't have a navy at game start, or not a big one, I'm starting to realize I don't think you should be building ships. Which is too bad, because all of those like frigates and stuff, there's really no point in building a lot of them. And until you get to ironclads. Not a big intensity. I do think it's worth building a fleet of like maybe 10 ships, something like that, because you do need to get strategic interests early in the game, but it's not worth it to build these big fleets in the early game anymore. Let's raise taxes for a bit, not too long. Oh, where are we on the Ainu? 33%. Vulcanization. Textile mills, we can get more. If we had rubber, same with tools. We still can't really get it, though. Ah! We can get some rubber going. I won't bump it up. But man, I would really like some more construction right now. Although we've maxed out our construction sector here. So what would be our next one? Well, we're about to go to steel frame. Well, not about, but like 23 months. We're going to go for steel frame buildings. So I don't really need the next construction sector to be based on the resources they have. So we can start looking at Kanto here. They don't have the steel. They have lead, so we could really start bumping up some glassworks. Would glassworks help us here? They would. Okay. A social cult popular with the educated class has held a salon in Edo with Shoin Osumi speaking in favor of state religion. Get some qualifications. We don't want to add to the minimum expected standard of living, though. Do explosives work here? No. So I might actually, after the textile mills and after the food, I won't add it to the list, but Once we finish the food industries, I think I'm going to add 10 glassworks in Kanto. Because by that point, we might be near the steel frame buildings. Here's one big issue I have with this patch. Western armies aren't powerful enough compared to non-developed. The jump from line infantry to skirmish should be much bigger. Well, I think that the armies... Oh, wait, hold on. Franchising. That means we have... Hell yeah. So Mitsubishi... Oh, look at this. They're going to town in Great Qing. And they're giving us... actually, I thought we'd get more reinvestment than that. Okay. And we have one in France. Nice, nice. Blowouts, oil fires, and other lethal accidents are becoming more common as the hunt for oil in Hokushinetsu grows more ruthless. God, we're gonna lean into the trade unions here because I really want to get rid of this 5% state construction efficiency here. I don't think that the armies themselves are weaker. I think it's that they can't get the armies to these smaller places as well now. So, like, let's say, I don't know, let's say like, yeah, let's say like you're doing my beloved Congo. And Great Britain doesn't have like anything right next to you. They want to do a diplomatic play to subjugate you. It's going to be a lot harder for them to bring soldiers over here, which gives you more of an advantage to fight them off. And so yeah. But I think also what adds into that is the fact that there is a bug right now where the AI isn't building ships. So that's the other thing. I think when they fix the AI and the AI starts building more ships, it'll allow them to transfer more troops, and then the armies will be more powerful. The governor, this is a real thing. It's why I always laugh when big tough man boys talk about wanting a real military Humvee. Like, have you ever driven in one? Yeah. Do you know, I actually don't think I've ever driven in a Hummer. I don't think I ever have. They're loud, cramped. They get 5 miles to the gallon. Yeah. They have a top speed of 55 miles. They have a top speed of 55 miles per hour. You get maybe 70 if you take the governor off. Oh my God. I found it especially funny. Oh, what happened here? Oh, yeah, these were ships. The ships are probably gone now. I found it especially funny when Hummer, they made like the EV Hummer. I mean, I'm glad they did. It's just kind of funny to think of. Oh, yeah, some mention a golden ratio between infantry and artillery, or rather, it's a good army composition. I think the army compositions are still pretty much the same. I like to keep one army that's infantry artillery as like a main army, one that's infantry cavalry, and this is more of like a fast moving army that's going to occupy land quickly. And then one that's a defensive army, which is all infantry. The one that you're just going to keep on a defensive order on the front. And now you do want the Marine Corps unit that you can put on a ship. With Navy being more realistic now, Western armies much smaller should cakewalk much larger non-developed armies. This is not the case, so you need a lot of troop ships. Yeah, you do. But I think the problem is that the AI isn't building them, which is an issue in and of itself. I mean, generally, I find there's not a lot of war in the game currently. Like, we've done this whole run, nobody has declared anything on us. And that's been the case with other runs I've done. I've done an offline run with Sweden. I declared war on people, but nobody declared anything on me. I'm doing one as the Ottomans right now, as the Ottomans. And, like, nobody's declaring on me. Egypt did, and they lost. But, like, Russia, they don't like us, but they're not declaring war. Like, there's not a lot of military action happening in the game currently, which I find interesting. A group of students attending the University of Chugoku have arranged a demonstration in support of the Japanese supremacist movement. The display has inspired other students to join the cause. I'm going to take anything that doesn't give us radicals. As the debates around the state religion law stall, Sho Inazumi has motioned to pass the proposal to a commission of experts to break the deadlock. Oof, yeah, we don't want to take that amount of expenses. Oh, here we go. Don't mind if I do. Unless I'm mistaken, you just need at least 50% to be infantry. The other 50% can be any combo of cav and artillery. Oh, yeah. So that's what you need in order to not get organization issues. But I still think you need to, like, there's other reasons to group them together in certain ways. The Navy isn't the case anymore. You used to do that with the Navy as well, but now the Navy's a little bit different. Members of the Japan Farmers Party have expressed their concerns about technology replacing the independence and dignity of manual labor. Well, I would love to get them off of this. Oh, yeah, we have a... Oh, okay. Yeah, let's subtract 20 momentum from the Farmers Party here. Election season has begun. So we can, yeah, so if we don't fix the election, we're going to lose the ability to do so, but we will get plus 10 legitimacy. But to be honest with you, I could really use the Constitutional Party winning. Actually, no, that's not true. Right now I need state religion, and then I need religious schools to pass. So what I really need is this party to win. Yeah, but I am gonna kind of need to fix the election on that. Like, who's in government right now? The Imperial Party. I hate to say it, but we're gonna fix the election for these guys. Yeah, there they go. That's a dangerous game. Okay, Kanto, we can switch this over so that the electrics will start hiring. And there we go. What do we got now? No, hardwood still sucks. And so does wood. Okay, fine. Oh, hey, Laplace. Good morning. Good morning. Sorry, my friend. I'm a little behind on chat once again. How you doing? Good to see you, my friend. I see you. Thank you. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, but in the Boxer Rebellion, a few thousand Western troops made it to Beijing. Oh, try doing that in this game. Oh. You know, I should load up a Ching save before the update comes out at the end of the year. Let's see, yeah, how that works. Interesting. Man, I'm kind of sad CK3 declared war. Wait. I'm kind of sad CK3 declared war in playing tall. Oh no, wait, what do you mean? What do you mean? What does that mean? What are they doing? I haven't been keeping up with all the dev diaries they have. I've been seeing them posted, but I'm a little behind on them. I got to ride in the back of an old 70s era APC once. And that's so loud, cramped and bumpy. Oh my god. Yeah, I bet. Yeah, military Hummers are made for parts compatibility with other military vehicles. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah, and they're more for low-end torque. They're also designed with the same speed idea that ship speed in the game works. Oh, you just remind me of something I thought about during the break. Okay, we'll get to that in a second. It wouldn't make much sense for them to be able to go 80 plus when they're conveying with trucks that can't go over 45. Oh, that makes a lot of sense. Shorthand or just that comfort are the lowest priority in military vehicles. Also makes sense. Once you get to steel frame, you ought to be able to switch more lumber to focus on hardwood. Yeah. Once we do that, we can probably switch everything over to hardwood. Oh, the thing I thought about was... So we have this torpedo craft. What's their speed? Oh, their speed is 19.5. Okay. I got worried because I altered all of these ships. Oops. To go faster, and I was worried the torpedo craft would be slower. But that's not true. You know, I do kind of like looking at these ships. So 17.5. Okay, so the torpedo craft is actually faster. So that's good. And now we're over 100. What do we got going on here? Wait, what do we got going on here? So we need 1,000 here. And so we need 4,000 more naval administrations. And Hokusenetsu has their power plants. So let's get the urban center powered. Oh, and then actually we'll sort of switch that up. And the power plant will hire up. They decreased the domain limit. Oh, again? Didn't they already decrease it with another update recently? Now they are revamping control and prosperity, lowering control. You earn less taxes from your domain. Oof. Oh, that's going to be difficult. I wonder if they're doing that, though, because of the trade system they're implementing. Like, I wonder if in their tests, you're earning a lot more on trade, so they needed to balance it out some way. How's the lawmaking going? Rough. rough. Oh, did these shipyards... Okay, oh my god, just... Poop. Subsidize them all. unfortunately. Just as the state religion law looked ready to topple, the Jisha found itself rallying with the assistance of the Shoinosumi. It now has the support it needs to pass without compromise. Does it though? I mean, does it really? I don't know if it does. 1% of pops in all of Japan become more loyalists. I mean, I will definitely take that. Yeah, we're gonna take that. Let's see what we bump to. Look at that. Look at that. We got like 1K. All right, I'll take it. In basic, they shipped us around 2.5 tons with wooden benches. Pack comfort isn't even wooden benches. Oh my god. I'm sorry. I shouldn't laugh, but it's just so... It's so neglectful of comfort. It's almost comical. Oh my god, a wooden bench in the back of a car. Oh, great timing for YouTube to throw me an ad. See, that's why I tried to time them and specify them, but... And it's even worse when you're in full battle rattle. Oh god, I am sorry, my friend. A wooden bench. Oh god. Not right, it's not right. You deserve better. Maybe, I hope so. It really feels they are trying to make the game harder with the last patches. Yeah, kind of like what the Great Wave did here in Victoria 3. Ah, nice. Okay. So... Oh, God. Yeah, the National Association winning the election wasn't great. Can we get this guy off of authoritarian? Is there anybody we can bring in? No. You know, that's true. That's true. While we sit on subjecthood, it does make getting agitators in almost impossible. We are at 53% though, so... When you finish integrating the Ainu, getting out of state religion is going to be a pain. Well, I don't know, actually, because it does kind of seem like being in government, they're pretty unstable. Although our heir, oh, well, our heir isn't declared for anybody yet. Although it's true, actually, I see what you're saying. If we're going to both state religion and religious schools, the Jisha are going to have quite a bit of power, which might suck. Yeah, oh, thank you. Don't feel bad. Laughing is hilarious. Don't feel bad. Laughing is hilarious. Yeah. It's just like, why didn't you just put spikes on the bench? Hey, at least you got a bench. Yeah. CK3 could use some more difficulty. Yeah, this is true. This is true, actually. Yeah, I'd love... Wasn't there a video from the devs of CK3 a while back where they were responding to people talking like, oh, this needs to be harder, this needs to be harder. And they basically were like, we're not going to make these things harder. If you did XYZ, you won the game. Congrats. Like, we're not making that harder. Have you ever seen a World War II movie where they have the trucks with the soft covers on the back and 2 rows of troops? That's a 2.5 ton. They still use basically the same trucks, unless you're in an APC, which has its own trade-offs. Interesting. I think your Japan really wants to be an anarchist commune. They resist all of your laws. Maybe that's what we go to, right? Maybe that is what we go to. A state Buddhist religion anarchist commune. 1836 trade agreements to expand involvement really helps. Sheesh. Never had to do that before this update. Yeah. Trade agreements, trade agreements are key. Which is interesting because it does, you know, make going to higher levels of infamy much more consequential. Because countries are going to cancel their trade agreement treaties with you if you get too high. Troops are just another piece of equipment to the military. I could see that, right? I could see that. And another ad. Oh, really? The way YouTube does ad almost make it unwatchable. I'll almost always throw one when there's dead air. Oh, I wonder, is YouTube waiting for like dead air? Can they do it? See, what's annoying about that though is when I go to the break, the hour break, I press the button on YouTube to insert an ad, because from what they tell me on the back end is you can tell YouTube when this is a good time to put an ad in. But I do kind of feel like they rarely ever put the ad in when I specify it. Because it doesn't seem like anybody's out on an ad break during that. I think if you reform the Roman Empire as the Byzantines, you've won CK3. I say this because that's the best thing I did. Nice, congrats. Congrats. I've never done that. Now they'll resist your government imposition of an anarchist commune. Yeah. Yeah, probably right. Okay, so we're kind of in a moment right now where I feel like I need to just let the build queue build instead of messing with it. We need to build these things. It'll help us with the commitment, and we also just generally need all this stuff. Yeah, they made diplomacy more important in this update. You're not getting great GDP without taking involvement seriously. Yeah. This is true. And actually, as you say that, how's our troop ship doing for us out here? Oof. Yes. We've got a level 4 pervasive involvement in Western Europe. Now, the real problem here is how to keep this without keeping our troop ship there constantly. Who do we have deals with? So the countries are England, France, Belgium, and the Netherlands. We have trade privileges with the Netherlands. I think we have nothing with Belgium. Although Belgium, I don't think has a lot of locality. Yes, 7%. Any type of deal is going to mean nothing. It's really all just Great Britain and France. We have a defensive pact, we have trade privileges, we have investment rights. Oh, we have nothing with Great Britain anymore. Okay, so that might help us there. All right, come on, Edward. Ooh, we'll take a defensive pact. Okay. Yeah, we don't care about that. Trade privileges. Oh, did we already give them investment rights? Wait, yeah. Oh, their involvement with us isn't that great. All right, well, we could do this. This will give us 2,000 involvement plus another 1,000. That's 3. I mean, that's a good start. It's only a 25% chance, but let's see what we get. Damn. I'm interested in learning about how they program the game AIs. I wonder if they program them directly or train them. Yeah, that's true. I don't know. You know, considering they're about to do a whole update for AI, it would be a cool kind of behind the scenes video to learn about how you do something like that. The prevalence of ads on YouTube is why I'm on Twitch now. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, or if you subscribe to the channel on Twitch, you don't get ads. Which kind of sucks, because if you become a member of the channel on YouTube, you don't get that. I wish there was a way to add that in. I would totally add that in. It's only a suggestion to the algorithm. Yeah. Yeah, algorithm, I'm suggesting something to you, and it's like, you puny human. Don't tell me when to do the ads. You play your silly games and I'll do the ads, you silly human. On YouTube, you're on Google Standard Time. Oh my god, that's amazing. Yeah, hegemonies are really strong. So if you made the Roman Empire, you are stupid strong. Nice, nice. Do interests still give trade advantage? Yes. And do they scale with level? Yes. Yes and yes. So the higher the interest level is, the more trade advantage you can get, which is why so you want to send your ships out to raise the level, which will give you access to more advanced treaty articles. And so the idea is then you add in these other treaty articles to keep your level of involvement to a certain level, so that you can move your navy out of there and not go down a level. So if we give them the power block embassy, yeah, 62% chance. Let's do it. Even for 25 years. They'll start to, you know what? I'm surprised actually they want this. We're a great power. You know, if we enter the British Empire power block, they can't subjugate us. Yeah, let's do this. On Christmas Eve, we can send it to them. Sorry, Edward, because you rejected our previous one, you're gonna have to listen to this on Christmas Eve now. Right? Anything? This is good? Okay. All right, there we go. Let it update. Oh, that guy became an adult. We'll check him in a moment. We get 420 from that. So this will bring us to 8,300. To stay at level 4, we gotta stay above 5,000. we take this fleet out, oops, we'll just be at 3310. Well, we're not taking the fleet out right now anyway, so we'll leave it like this for now. We're going to get some great trade advantage from that. A statue of Emperor Meiji-Yamato. Oh, excuse me. It was commissioned, and it has been suggested that it will be displayed proudly in Osaka. Nope, sorry. No radicals. The rich and unstable political environment in the Empire of Japan was proven attractive to political exiles and stateless people who had begun to congregate in the coffee houses of Edo. And armed forces of Michigaku? Yeah, I don't care. Okay, yeah, I'll take the prestige hit for less radicals. The defeat of the Austrian Landvolk in a revolution has broken the Hyman's interest in upholding the Japanese-Austrian society. They've halted their advocacy for closer ties with Austria. Sure, let them join. Ah! Alright, we have state religion. And now we move to religious schools. Oh, let me back up here and chat. Oh boy, the radical movement's pissed. That's what I was thinking. Also, not too complicated. It could be possible to make mods for better AIs. Yeah, this is true too. There are quite a few out there. But I wonder if everybody's kind of pausing on that because the devs said they've completely switched focus to doing an update to completely revamp the AI, not just for this update, but for the entire game. Give Great Britain a power block embassy. Yes, yes, there you go. Great minds. You can then negotiate with other power blocks for embassies, yeah, to increase your involvement and keep your independence. Yep. Well, they can't subjugate us anyway, because we're a great power. I highly doubt they would want us in their power block anyway, because you don't really want another great power in there. That and getting rid of the -50 malice from not having any presence there. Yeah. Oh, you know, you also just reminded me. National Guard, no migration controls. Oh, here we go. So we can get rid of this. So we can get rid of the one here. We've got the petite bourgeoisie hymen in there. We have the petite bourgeoisie in. Wait, so can we get rid of it? Oh, God, we need legitimacy over 50. Oh, come on. Damn it. Yeah, we're not going to be able to. Let the nations build consultants in other nations that you've built interest in to mention what you've built up. Consultants. Wait, the Wolfie, I think I'm missing what you're saying there. If it was a game developer, I instead would first want to be able to remaster games, basically making a Vic 3 port that was a Vic 2 requirements, but still has the same game. You can still play multiplayer. Like making every game accessible for even people with potato hardware instead of ever demanding games can't be bad. Add in cheaper prices because less custom. That's it. Wait, am I think I'm at the point now where I'm not understanding anything. What are we talking about? What kind of software and stuff do you have to use to stream? I really think I'd like to get to the point being able to stream at some point. I checked out GeForce Now, which looks like a good deal for the performance side. And I know I'll need a better mic and camera, but I'm not sure what kind of software you need for video streaming and recording and editing. For the streaming side, I use OBS, which is free and open source. I was using Streamlabs. Don't use Streamlabs. They suck. But you can use OBS. It's free. And it's kind of like an industry standard type of program. For editing, you got to get like some type of editing software. I use Adobe Premiere because since I'm a college professor, I get the teacher price on the Adobe suite. But outside of that, you know, whether you have a Windows or Mac, they both actually come with video editors. And in terms of editing, I found in terms of editing video for like this purpose, both of those work very well. So there is a video editor that comes with your OS that would work just fine. So in order to stream and create content, you actually don't need to buy any programs. The Anti-Russian League has offered us an opportunity to acquire trade privileges with the Ottoman Empire. Their proposal, if accepted, is intended to counter Russian interests. Yeah, we'll take that. We'll take trade privileges. All right, let's see. We're at the 3-hour mark here, so we are going to take a quick 90-second break. We're going to go for another 30 minutes. But we are going to get hit by ads fairly soon. So let's pay homage to our gods of ads one last time tonight. And so 90 seconds, and we'll be right back. All right, and we're back, all right, let me see what I missed here. I'm not really familiar with using Twitch. Not sure what kind of built-in stuff they have for creators. Yeah, I will say one good thing about using Streamlabs, as much as they suck, they make connecting to the streaming services very easy. Whereas with OBS, you need to do some tinkering. Oh no, not the Japan-Austria lobby. Yeah, I know, right? Yikesies. Viva la revolution. I say use the radicals to get the anarchist commune. Yeah, what's their activism at? Oh, ooh, hold on a second. These guys are pissed. Oh, okay. We might have to stop this enactment. We're gonna need to throw these guys a bone. You know, if we went parliamentary republic, we could then switch. And they wouldn't be so pissed. State religion, fix your authority deficit. Use it to suppress your radical activism. Yeah. So suppressing them lowers the support, but not the activism. So that won't help us here. I forgot to mention, I got my laptop fan stand in. Oh, nice. It's not as powerful as I was hoping, but helps a bit. So I may be able to play the game at higher graphics than low. Nice, nice. Purely diplomatic building to help keep the level of interest you have built up. Diplomatic building. Well, you can't really build anything to keep interests up. You can create treaties. It's okay to be lost. We're talking about many things at once. Yeah, this is true. This is true. Trying to keep it all together as I try to conquer the Victorian era. The student discount for Adobe is insane. Sadly, I had to cancel the sub when I lost it. Yeah. Yeah, they recently upped the price. It used to be insane. It used to be really insane. I used to get the entire Adobe suite for 15 bucks a month. I think then Adobe finally realized, oh damn, that's way too little. It's not too personal. How's the money from streaming and content? I don't care as much about the money, but it wouldn't hurt to have a decent side income. Yeah, I have to say, once I became monetized on YouTube, there's never been a month that I haven't met the threshold. It does fluctuate a lot. I think the lowest I've ever gotten in a month is 200. I usually get between like 250 and 350. It's usually what I get to. So it's not like anything I'm gonna like go quit my job over. But I mean, it's also not a bad little side income to get. What I have to say, something that was kind of nice. My brother got married recently, and so we had this like the night before dinner thing. And one of my brother's friends, who I know, him and his wife were there. And he was talking about like streaming or something, and my brother was like, oh, talk to Tarek, he's doing that whole thing. And they asked about income, and so I'd mentioned, yeah, I kind of get about like, you know, between 200 and 300 bucks a month. Then his wife kind of looked at him like, why don't you do that instead of just playing video games for nothing every night? I was like, oh. I didn't mean to put him on the spot there. Your videos are criminally underwatched. Oh, thank you, thank you. By the way, hands down the best tutorials I found for this game on YouTube. Nice. They went deep diving when I first started playing. I appreciate that. Thank you. It is very cool to hear. It is very nice to hear, because it helps with motivation to keep going. So I do really appreciate it when people tell me that. It kind of makes me feel like too, like, oh man, I gotta find more stuff. I really want to do a video. The next video I want to do, I want to do a tutorial on naval combat. Unfortunately, I feel like with the way the AI is right now, it's kind of hard to get naval battles. Like, unless I start like switching countries to force wars, I don't know. I just kind of find every country is kind of pacifist right now. So I think for me, that is one of the biggest bugs in this patch, is that nobody's building a navy and nobody's using their army. The arrest and alleged ill treatment of a disorderly protester affiliated with the Mahayana traditionalist movement has sparked resentment amongst his compatriots. Further demonstrations have been arranged urging his release. It would be nice if these guys had below 25. Yeah, we'll do that one. Oh, also, what do you teach? I teach theater at the college level. So I'm a college professor. I mainly teach intro to theater. This last semester, I was teaching intro to speech. Next semester, I'll be back to intro to theater with one speech class. So mainly intro to theater. Oh, thank you. Yeah, thank you, Hammy. Hammy the Cuts. Yeah, he teaches theater and speech, and he's a playwright. Yeah. Oh, you got it. There you go. Hope the Ainu really appreciate how many machinations, yeah, you've had to go through to get them to be an accepted group. Seriously, if they don't build me a statue here on Hokkaido, I'm gonna be pissed. Speaking of which, let's see where we are now. Ah, there we go. Some of them are now in... Wait. No, that's where we're... How come some of them are now in... Wait, what's happening here? Steel frame buildings. Yes. Here we go. Wait, how did some of them move to 1? Oh, I forgot. Yeah, the religion. So many of them. Okay. Yeah. So some of them are going to lose acceptance because they're not the state religion, but they're still going to be converted. Have we gotten civilizing mission yet? That... Okay, this actually might need to be a priority. We're going to go to... No, screw this. We're going to civilizing mission now. Because if we can get civilizing mission, we can start establishing missions and increase the conversion rate even more. That's not bad. What's the threshold for monetization? On YouTube, it's $100. So they won't send you any money in the month if you made less than $100. Playing video games for free when you could be making money, a real power move. Yeah. I will say, though, playing a video game and streaming is not quite the same as just sitting on your couch playing a game on your laptop. Especially with all the content creation. I sometimes joke, I'm like, if you want to stop playing video games, start making content for video games. But I'm not going to sit here and complain about it. It's still fun. Disagreements within the government about what should be taught in the new religious schools have brought implementation of the reform to a standstill. So we'll gain a setback as opposed to losing enactment. I'd rather just lose enactment time, to be honest. I'd rather not make a lot of people unhappy. Yeah, we'll take the enactment time. That's hilarious. Congrats to you, brother. Yeah, thank you. Yep. Your comment about teaching during the pandemic helped tilt me towards wanting to stream. Oh, nice. I also taught during the pandemic. Oh, you should then. Yeah, you definitely have the skill set. I'm comfortable talking to a semi-responsive room and I've had to write demos for lessons and stuff, so it's not wholly unfamiliar territory. There, my friend, you should be streaming then. You've got the skill set for it, and you don't even know it. Ham was the professor who foresaw the Iran war. Before that, Professor Chiang guy. Ham, how come you know things? I don't know. I don't know. I know video game things, which outside of what's happening right now doesn't do much for you. But in this situation that I'm currently in right now, this is my moment. But once this moment ends, that skill set doesn't work. You know, it reminds me of my kids are really into Minecraft. And I've never played Minecraft before. I'm a little too old for Minecraft. Not old in the sense that I think like Minecraft started. I don't know what I mean by too old for it. I never played Minecraft is what I'm saying. And there was one day my kids they were off from school for something, and they wanted to do something. I was like, you know what? We'll go to GameStop. We'll get a third controller for the Switch. And we'll do a 3-person Minecraft game where I'll play with you guys. And they were like really into it. And so we did that. So I played Minecraft with them for the afternoon. It's the first time I've ever played it before. But, you know, it is the type of game I have played before. Like base building, crafting, and all that stuff. And so I started building a house in their world that we were in. And so I think the only time my daughter has ever been actually impressed with me. At one point, she turns to me and she goes, "Dada, you're really good at this." Like, really surprised. I was like, look, your dada has a particular set of skills. And in most things, it is useless. But in this particular moment, this is my element. What I pass on to you will not help you in any useful thing in your life, but it will help you in this. Lots of Ainu are still animus. Yeah. That's why we need to up the conversion rate. If we can get civilizing mission and add the what are they calling them? The missions, we should be able to convert even more. But also, if the religious schools will up conversion rate as well as state religion will do it as well, and we just passed it. So we got a couple multipliers adding in to convert them. Dissidents in Tokai have announced plans for a major march around government offices in the near future. While they profess peaceful intentions and claim everyone will be unarmed, the march itself will obviously serve as a rallying point for those unhappy with the government. So 5% of lower strata pops into Kai will become radical. Or just 2% of pops. No, let's contain it to Tokai. Oh, you know, that's right. Yeah, so we're gonna cancel religious schools. And then the radical movement, I wonder if we can go for parliamentary republic here. Now, before I do that, is there anything that we need to keep monarchy on for? Does established missions still work if you are on state atheism? It looks like it. It looks like it, yeah. Oh, hold on. zone. Oh, yeah, no. Hokkaido is not an incorporated state. Alright. Thank you, Mauricio. Yeah, that's not going to help us. Okay, so we don't need to rush toward that. Alright, so let's actually just go towards that. Damn. Okay, so either way, though, we're still adding some stuff in. Is there any reason why we shouldn't go Parliamentary Republic? For the average worker, some content creators don't just realize how privileged and lucky they are. Yeah. There are things I'd rather do than trucking, but I gotta eat. Yeah. Yeah, exactly. I mean, I think that's the thing for me about like streaming and content creation is I entered it and still think of it as not something that's going to become my main job. Like, I'm not trying to like quit my teaching job. I mainly do this because I was like, you know, I'm playing these games at night anyway. Like, if I wasn't streaming right now, I would be sitting on my couch playing Victoria 3. So I might as well stream it. And I'm under no impression that I'm ever going to get to a point where, like, I'm not teaching anymore and I'm just doing this. So it makes it just fun. Whereas I do watch some streamers and I'm like, oh, you're really trying to make this your career, which is cool, which is fine. It's, like, you should try to go for it, but I'm not really trying to go for that. If it would happen, I guess I'd see if that's what I want to do, but at the same time, I like teaching. I don't necessarily want to, like, walk into my department and be like, I'm out, I'm playing video games. Because I can do both. Ham, weren't you born when Minecraft left beta? Probably. No, I was probably, I mean, no, what am I talking about? I was born well before Minecraft. I was probably born before whoever that guy is, I forget his name, that created Minecraft was born. So I felt starting Vicky 3. I spent a significant chunk of my life learning about econ, even though I'm a pretty staunch anti-capitalist. Yeah. I've been a gamer as long as I can remember. I also feel you on Minecraft. It feels like there's a lot of cool things you can do with it. I just don't feel like the target demographic. Yeah, right? Isn't that kind of how it feels? It seems like I see my kids play and I'm like, this seems cool. I just don't have the time to add that to my life. How do you feel overall about the expansion and its journal entries? Journal entries wise, I absolutely love the Japan content. The content they created for Japan is great. In fact, like, when this stream is done, I'm probably going to start up an offline Japan run just to try it again. I think it's a lot of fun. The rest of the content I think is great. I think it's changed the game in a very good way. I think we all kind of have to alter the way we're approaching the game and playing the game, which is a great thing. I think if you can change the game in any way to kind of like change the core game loops in order to keep people on their toes, try different things, I think that's a really good thing. I think the state atheism works just like any other religion. Also, why not just incorporate Hokkaido? I did. That's the thing. If I didn't incorporate Hokkaido, it sounds like we would have been able to do this established mission. But because I incorporated it, we're not going to be able to. And yeah, but the thing about state atheism is you get plus 15 points of acceptance for the state religion, whereas with state religion, you get plus 25. And so because of where we are with the Ainu, state atheism will actually get us short of the 55 we need to get to. So we actually need state religion for this. If you're on state atheism and do civilizing mission, they just send Neil deGrasse Tyson to do election. about astrophysics. Oh my god, well played. Well played. But now you're hanging out with people. This is true. Yeah, now I'm hanging out with people. There's many times, yeah, where I'd be on the couch and something would happen in Victoria 3 and I'd want to mention it to my wife, and I would mention it to her and she would humor me. She'd be like, ah, cool. Yeah, nice. And I could tell, I'm like, she just doesn't appreciate it. Vicky 3 on the couch. Yes, yes, my friend, yes. GeForce Now is a powerful tool. Yeah, instead of being alone. Yeah, same. I would never not be trucking, to be fair, because at least I get out. And like if I make comics, I'll taste. Yeah, exactly, right? There you go. Get to go out and see the world a little bit. That's why I don't care about the money as much. I actually like my job, and it's secure. I'm in the trades and in a union. Oh, nice. With good benefit. Oh, if you're in a union with good benefits, yeah. As opposed to this, I can imagine the amount of income, the small amount of income I get from this, it fluctuates so much that I can't imagine if the scale of the income was larger and it was my sole source of income, month to month, mentally just dealing with that amount of fluctuation between income would just be way too stressful for me. That would be way too stressful. I need a little bit more stability in my life than that. Notched, I think his name is the... Oh, yeah, Notch. Yeah, right? That's his name, yeah. I think he's... Isn't he Swedish as well? The Swedes, man. There's some great game developers in Sweden, right? I'm pretty sure he's Swedish, or maybe not. I don't know. I know he's kind of a controversial figure. Maybe all the Swedish people watching are like, don't credit that guy to us. Depends on the streamer. I like many streamers. It gives me weird feeling when I see some of them spending enough to feed my whole family twice in gacha games on streams. Yeah, right? Like a little, that would be crazy. It's apparently just Notch. Yeah, that sounds right. Notch. Just finding good tutorials and streams has made a huge difference in lowering the barrier of entry to some games that have become favorites. If I have the aptitude and skills to help contribute to that in turn, feels like a worthwhile endeavor. Yeah, I have to say, I mean, I also genuinely enjoy making the tutorial videos. It's fun to make. So that's the other thing. Minecraft was pretty much a whole revolution in gaming back then in 2011, and it still is ultra power popular because it is so accessible and moddable, so both a granny and a veteran can still have fun. Yeah, my son, who is 6, has picked up the game like to a great degree, and it's the only game he really plays, but he will create these like statues of characters that he knows from other things he watches. He's very good at art, but he will create these things in Minecraft that I'm just like, he'll like, Dada, look what I created. And I'm like, oh my god. I mean, there's an actual skill to that. I don't know how that's going to translate to something in the real world, but man, yeah, hope it does. Plus, I think streams opens the door for people who don't have the time or desire to learn or play a game, still be able to consume it. Yeah, I see game streamers as kind of like communicators in fields. Yeah, well, and I think for me, it makes a lot of sense in this category in grand strategy. Like, I used to play a lot of FIFA. I never really wanted to watch people play FIFA. I just never got the pull of that. But a game like this, and other grand strategy games, like, the way a person plays is so different from person to person. It makes it interesting to watch. So I kind of get it in this category. Damn, you so wise. You think you could teach me about life? I don't think so. I'm still trying to figure out life. I think we all figure out life in that flash of moment right before we pass away. I always used to joke with my wife that like first 6 months of life with a kid before they can actually communicate, like wouldn't it be funny if they were like given the meaning of life and all the secrets of life, but they have no way to communicate it. And so while they're looking up at you like they're like telling you some important stuff. They just have no physical ability to communicate it to you. Like science, it's about being a middleman. Oh, between the game creators and lay players. Yeah. So, well, it's true because it's like there are people who are good at doing something, good at creating something, and then there are people who are good at teaching. I think in general, we don't really appreciate the skill of teaching. And I say this as somebody like my background is in theater. I went to undergrad at a small state school in New Jersey. Nobody who taught me was famous. They weren't like a known name in theater at all, but they were some excellent educators. They really taught me all the stuff I really needed to know. Then for grad school, I went to Columbia University. And at Columbia University, I met some like very famous people in the field of theater. And it was amazing to listen to their war stories on theater, but man, they were awful educators. They did not know how to teach, but it was still valuable because you got to hear their experiences and stuff. And so I think there are some people that are good at creating and doing things, but the person who can do the thing isn't necessarily the best person at teaching it. There is a skill to teaching something. Trying to catch up on chat here. Suffice, they just didn't give state atheism a small buff of giving higher acceptance from religion than state religion, so there's a practical benefit to it. Yeah, I still don't really get the benefit of state atheism in the game, to be honest with you. I've never really found a very good use for it. I'd love it if somebody could find one. Other than like an RP thing, it isn't better than anything else. How does the GeForce Now work? Do you have a computer you're streaming from? Yeah, so basically, if you have a computer that can just stream video, you can play any game that's on GeForce Now. Basically, GeForce Now runs a game on one of their computers, and then you stream the feed from their computer. So, two things that's nice about that. The specs of your computer don't matter. And then also, it doesn't matter if you're on Windows or Mac. So if you're a Mac gamer, it's a big benefit because you can play Windows-only games on your computer. But also, if you have a laptop or a computer that's a potato, GeForce Now really opens up what you can play. Like I played Victoria 3 for a while. My son broke my laptop at one point. And so my dad gave me his old 12-inch MacBook Air, the 2012 model, and I was playing Victoria 3 and everything else on it because I was using GeForce Now. Ooh man, okay, I'm falling really far behind here. Swedes have lots of time indoors during the winter, so games. That's a very good point. Very good point. Oh gods, yeah, I have really come to appreciate this steady paycheck as I've finally gotten to a point where it's enough to live off of relatively. Yeah, I know what you mean by that, but yeah, exactly. Hey, Archduke, hello. Are we winning? We are always winning. Just depends on your definition of winning. No, I think we had a good session tonight, though. Quite honestly. This is going to go away in a moment. We're probably going to try to move to Parliamentary Republic, just so we can get to religious schools. Oddly enough, but we're moving along. We're almost in 1900, so we're starting to get to the end time here. Maybe give it enough acceptance to fully accept pops. No shared traits, unlike now that it's impossible. Yeah, maybe. There are indeed dang lots of things that originate from Sweden. The boat propeller, for example. Oh, nice. The breech loader and the rotating turrets. Nice. You can become an architect or an engineer. There you go. I should try to encourage him for that. He does love building stuff. You should take a look at Minecraft building videos. The things you can do much more than what it looks like at first. When you make anything, there's a mod. Yeah, I saw this video as somebody who lives in New York City. There's this like group of people who tried to recreate New York City to a 1-to-1 scale in Minecraft. I started watching the video, I didn't get to finish it, but it looks amazing. It actually does look amazing. Part of me wants to stream, but social media community guidelines would be a problem for me. Don't like the hypocrisy of how they make their rules. Oh, interesting. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Which rules do you think are the worst ones for you? It's 42, right? Wait, what's 42? I think it has to do with developing creativity and complex thinking. Some games can be mindless, yeah. When it's mostly a simulator art design program, the thin veneer of game on top, there's a lot more potential than people might first realize. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. That's how I think about it, actually. Babies are closer to the Godhead. Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking about. Like, I was joking, but it might actually be true. So what you're saying is you can't act. I can't, no. I can teach acting. I know the basics of acting, but I'm not an actor. I'm a playwright. I've studied acting. I've taken acting classes. In fact, I had an acting 2 class in college. Speaking of, since we're doing Japan here. I had to do a scene from the Scottish play. I'm gonna knock on wood here. Macbeth, for anybody who's not hip to that. But I had to do it in the style of kabuki theater, Japanese theater. I had longer hair at the time. I basically did the face paint, the hairstyle, and everything for kabuki theater. And I did the acting style of kabuki theater for a scene from the Scottish play. And it was awful. It was truly awful because I'm not an actor. Nothing taught me an appreciation of teaching as much as having to learn how to teach. Yeah, that is so true. Once you start teaching, you appreciate all those teachers in your past that you didn't really care for. As the great Professor Farnsworth on Futurama once said, "But Fry, I'm a professor. I don't know how go teach." Yeah. Exactly. Sometimes your professors are very good in their field, not necessarily the best teachers. Like Windows on a Mac, Apple must love that idea. Oh, I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. I feel like teaching is like translating. Yes, someone can be fluent in only one language, and someone can know 2 languages without necessarily being fluent in either. The former may be a great orator, but you still want the latter as a translator. Yeah, it is kind of like translating. It's also about organizing information. Like, how do you take just a bushel of information and organize it in... First, you need to know this part, which will then get you to know this part, which will then get you to know that part. It's basically telling a story. And that's how you teach somebody something. This, and then this, and then this, and then this, which is how you tell the story. I know GeForce Now is good, but I'm just real scared of the scaling back of actual graphics cards and the end of personal computing. Yeah, NVIDIA is really pushing for that now. You will own nothing and like it of computing. Damn, I've never really thought about that. I think you make a great point there. Huh. That does make me think about it a little differently. Because they make so much money selling graphics cards to AI companies. Yeah. This is true. The meaning of life. Everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's what the babies know. And they just can't tell us. 42 is the secret of life. Oh, yeah. The universe and everything according to Hitchhiker's Guide to the Universe. Ah, how did I not recognize that at first? Yes, 42. 42. I forgot. I forgot about that. That balance looking scary. Red number bad. Oh, hey, Grimmelix. Hello, hello. How are you? Yeah, it's red. It's been coming in and out of the red there. It is a little concerning. I don't care for it too much. We're at about 50% debt, but we are a great power with a low interest rate, so we can fix that fairly easily. So yeah, I'm not going to say it's nothing, but it is something we do need to fix there. I love theater, but I've always been better behind the stage than on it. Yes. Oh, have you done some theater yourself? Yeah, same here. Always prefer to be behind the stage. I know, and it sucks. I want a good computer and play my games. Yeah. Yeah, as much as I like GeForce now, I agree with you though. I'd rather be able to play it locally. I need to get a better laptop because I would rather play the game locally. 100% on the organization thing. I think that's a big part of why learning to teach made me a way better student. I'm learning something new. Yeah. And I feel like being a teacher, you learn things. It's amazing to me how I will have plays that I've literally been studying for like more than 20 years of my life. And I'll have a class discussion on it with a bunch of 18, 19-year-old kids. And one of them will throw some perspective out at me that I've never thought about before. And I'm like, this is amazing. I've been studying this play for so long. And yet just your own life experiences have given me a perspective on this play that I've read 18 million times that I would never have gotten on my own. He's been sitting at 50% to default for more than a decade by now. Yeah, I know. It's true. We've been at pretty much 50% here because we've been kind of fluctuating back and forth, so it's not too worrying. I mean, the red weekly balance isn't good. I don't want to downplay it. I'm honestly, I'm more concerned by this red number. We need to fix that than this red number. I used to tell my students that programming isn't complicated, it's complex. Oh, I like that. My job was to give them the simple building blocks and walk them through building the complex thing out of them. I had to learn that too, because with a lot of things I learned, I just got it more intuitively. Yes, it was hard to explain to people who didn't have the same intuitive grasp. Yeah, I like that. It's not complicated, it's just complex. There is a difference there. I like that. Well, my friends, I think we've reached our stopping point for the night. Man, I thought here, I'm just going to catch up on chat before we end at the 3.5 hour mark. We're almost near the 4 hour mark now. I love it. I love it. I don't say this as a complaint. I absolutely love it, and I thank you. But I think that's going to be it for tonight. What are we going to do here? Oh, hey! My friend Paisley Trees is doing some Civ 7, if you're on Twitch. We are definitely going to raid into that. Paisley Trees, wonderful streamer, and a total expert on Civ 7. So if you're looking for a good Civ 7 stream and learn a little bit, definitely recommend her. So if you're on Twitch, we'll raid into her. Now I know how to seek out the right building blocks. Yes. Tell pretty quickly if the material that I find is organized or not. Yes. All this time and no poopy pop-up. The poopy pop-up. Oh no, what's the poopy pop-up? Alright, Ham. Yes, have a good one. See you next time. Thank you, Jabba. Thank you, my friend. Thank you for watching, as always. Oh, I did theater all through high school and a year in college. Oh, nice. Mostly set, building, rigging, and lights. Ah, just like me. Very nice. Light design was actually my first major. Ah, Hammy the Cuts. You really are Hammy the Cuts. You've earned that title now. Okay, Ham, good game tonight. See you next week. Yes, Bizman, always good to hang out with you, my friend. I will see you next week. Same ham time, same ham place. Oh no, that's right. Echo, the door creaking noise. Well, we always got next week. We always got next week's Victoria 3 stream. Hopefully we'll get it then. Yeah, definitely next time. So yeah, thank you for watching, everybody. So the next time I'm going to be on will be on Thursday. Unfortunately, this week again, I won't be able to do the Thursday morning stream. Well, first off, we'll be doing EU5 as we usually do. There won't be the morning stream, so it'll just be the evening stream. So 8:30 p.m. Eastern time on Thursday. So that'll be the next time I'm on. Yes, thank you, Echo. Have a good night, good week. Same to you. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, DeWolfie, as always. Thank you for watching. Thank you for hanging out, everybody. Once again, if you're on Twitch, hang out for the raid. We're going to do raid into some wonderful Civ 7 stream. If you're on YouTube, this will be a good night. Awesome stream tonight. See you next time. Yes. Thank you, Hammy the Cuts. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, DeWolfie. Yes, yes. And as always, be awesome, my friends. I'll see you next time. Yes, Mauricio. See you next time, my friend.